Good afternoon, everyone. Carlos here, Disney World Freak. Uh, just popping on real quick, do a quick live stream. If anybody's bored and wants to jump on, let me know. I'll send you a link. Uh, I know it's Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, everybody. Jesus is risen. But yeah, a little bored right now at the house. Suzanne's doing a puzzle. Michaela's helping her out. Ethan is on his iPad or playing video games. And, well, there just isn't much on TV, so I figured why not? Let me just do a quick pop-up stream, see if anybody jumps on, and go from there. So again, it is Easter, so happy Easter. Hope everybody is staying healthy and positive. Hope everybody enjoyed their lunch, or if they're going to have a later dinner with family, immediate family, whoever's in the house, because we are all doing our social distancing. It's tough. It's tough right now for a holiday like Easter that not to be able to get together with my mother or my in-laws, my sister, my brother-in-law. It's a little tough, but we're doing it. Today we did something a little different. We usually do a lot of cooking, in our family. We're Portuguese, so we love cooking. And we usually get together at my in-laws, and it didn't happen. So we ended up ordering takeout from a restaurant nearby. And when I mean nearby, literally my backyard. Just jumped the fence. I posted some pictures of it on my Facebook page. We ordered a platter of turkey and sides. $50 for a platter of a turkey breast and some sides. Feeds 4 to 6 people. I ended up ordering 2. You live and learn. What a mistake that was, because now we have so much food left over. 1 would have been enough. So that's what we've had for lunch and plenty of leftovers. My mother-in-law ended up making one of her dishes. And while we were sharing that, oh, look at this. Some people in the chat. It's Joey's World. Hello, Joey. Hello, Lisa. Happy Easter. Kate Schuster. Well, happy Easter. Thank you for being here. Samantha, happy Easter, Samantha. Thank you for being here. Jeff Resendiz, how are you? Walter Grams, Dougie, how are you, sir? Always at across the pond. Noah, buddy, happy Easter. Yes, happy Easter, everybody. If you didn't catch the beginning, I am bored out of my mind. Suzanne's again, if you missed the beginning, Suzanne's doing a puzzle. We've all had lunch. Ethan is doing what he normally does, iPad or Nintendo. And there's just nothing to watch on TV. You can only, it's times like this, today the most, I guess, where I miss sports. There is nothing to watch. I enjoy watching movies, but today there's just nothing for me to watch. I mean, I can hear a movie in the background right now that I enjoy watching. It's a musical, Mamma Mia. Here we go again. I loved both movies, the second one the most. But I can hear it in the background. But again, I just didn't feel like sitting there and watching it. So I figured, I told my wife, I said, you're busy with this puzzle, which she just started. And it's 1,000 pieces. The pieces are about the size of a dime. And she's already cursed them, and it is Easter Sunday. She's already cursed enough to herself because she can't find certain pieces. But I ain't gonna get into that. It wasn't my idea, that's for sure. Anybody else jumped in? Do Philly crew, Meredith, how are you? Ron, I just wanted to say happy Easter. We are heading out for a walk. Got to burn off the sweetbread. Yes. Do Philly crew shared on Facebook that she found some Portuguese sweetbread up in her area in northern Mass. Good for her. Sweetbread's awesome, so I'm glad she got to find some. I know I gotta talk to Donna, see if she needs some sent down her way. We'll take care of that from up here. Wendy Watt, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so I hope everybody's enjoying their Easters with their family, or unfortunately, even if you're by yourself right now, just stay positive. That's another reason why I figured I'd jump on. If nobody's got anything else to do, just come say hi. But again, doing this by myself, I don't know what else to talk about right now. Tuesday, I am going to stream. I've already put out the thumbnail and on what do you call it on here StreamYards about Tuesday stream. It's going to be I'm going to present all my snow globes, my snow globe collection. Uh, for the ones that some of you that don't know, I collect a lot of different Disney stuff. Snow globes being one of the main ones, that and the popcorn buckets. But then I lead into porcelain pieces, some pops, not many, I think 12 or 13 pops that I can see from here, and stuff like that. Nothing like the Do Philly crew. She presented some some snow globes the other night. Go check out the Do Philly crew. Check out her stream of snow globes, her and Ron's, Meredith and Ron's. Really nice pieces. But you can see in the background, and she showed some other pictures. They have a mass collection. I am very jealous. I'd love to have a collection. I'd love to keep adding to my collection, and I'm sure I will, slowly but surely. Especially in the summertime, I hit a lot of flea markets, yard sales, where I get a lot of my pieces. Alyssa Stenberg, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't yet. But if you're here, I'm sure you have subscribed. Share us out. So again, Tuesday stream is going to be snow globes. I eventually will do a popcorn bucket stream, show those pieces. I probably won't show another stream with all the other pieces because they're just so. Some of them are small, and to bring everything out, it's a little tough. I could probably set up a second camera out in the dining area and the living area where the curios are. But Walter Grams, I still haven't managed to steal an Oswald art behind you. One day, Mission Impossible style. Sure, if you can get across the pond. Let me get into this chat because I'm using the chat from YouTube, and it's on another screen. You guys, that's why you see me staring this way. I'm just watching the chat on this other screen. Yeah, this Oswald piece. I love this Oswald piece. I bought it before Fantasia. I know it all started with a mouse, but if we all know the Disney story, Oswald did come first. And I've just grown attached to Oswald. I keep going that way. Yeah, it's a canvas piece, just some color into it. Bought it at the Disney store. When the Disney stores were more popular in this area, I bought a lot of stuff from the Disney store. 90% of my snow globes came from the Disney store. Tracy, how are you, sir? Welcome in. Tracy Glenn, Kenzie's dad. Thanks for being here. That's my tattoo. Really? Tattoo of Oswald. Doggy, we're going to have to check out these tattoos. I know you got the Little Mermaid, too, and you and Zip are going to have a little war over biggest Mermaid fan. I'm not much of a Little Mermaid fan. Enjoy the movie, enjoy the rides, but the only Disney tattoos I have two. And one's going to be, oh, wait a minute, maybe I can't show it. One is just my son's name with the, what do you call it, the heartbeat in Mickey's head, which is also part of my new logo, which I'll present pretty soon. I'm trying to keep the puzzle pieces up as long as possible. I know it's supposed to be for the whole month of April. I don't know if I will keep it up for the whole month of April for autism awareness and acceptance. So, but I do have a new logo coming out. I also have a tattoo on my leg of Steamboat Willie. I don't know if I have a picture on my phone that I can bring up real quick of my tattoo. Wasn't done too long ago. And I guess not because I'm hitting now Christmas photos. Nope. I do not. I have erased it. Let me see real quick. Chat amongst yourselves for a second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Recently deleted. Would it be here? I'm not sure. Recently deleted. No. Must have been a little further back. So yeah, I got a Steamboat Willie tattoo. Uh, I know I posted it on my Facebook page. You can go there and check it out. But yeah, can't wait for the summer to wear shorts and have it out. And then our trip to Disney, uh, where again it'll be out and visible. Uh, love Steamboat Willie. Definitely is my favorite. Michelle the Quilter, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing and for joining in the chat here. Disney Dan, how are you, sir? How is it across the pond? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. If you guys just jumping in right now, Amy, AGC Magic TV, thanks for being here. I was just bored out of my mind, and I figured, let me go do something that I've been enjoying doing a lot, and that's streams. So here I am. Yeah, so I would like a Steamboat Willie, but there's too many tattoos I want. Uh, I'm with you. I myself have one, two, three, four. I got four. I'm not ready to fill my body up with tattoos. I have. Okay, this is a bad one here. I have. Let's see if I can show you this. I have. I need to learn how to turn this one. I don't know if you see it too well. It's just a cross with some flowers, and it has my first three children, their names on it. It's got nothing to do with death or anything. I'm just love the 3D cross, and it's actually covering a different tattoo, uh, young and dumb, tattoo of a girlfriend at the time, and wow, so got that covered up with the children. Uh, but then Ethan was born 9 years later, and I wasn't going into the elbow to add his name there, so that's how I got this one here, tattoos wise, and I also have, oh man, sons on it, but that is the armored shield of the Portuguese flag, from Portugal. So I am, for the ones that don't know, I am a true full-blooded Portuguese, born here, but the rest of the family's from there, and I support my heritage. And then I got, like I said, the Steamboat Willie full tattoo on the bottom. Disney Dan, 7 subs. Let's get you there. Yeah, 7 subs to 200. That stream with the Resort TV One with Josh and Jenna, that was a big help. Donna, how are you, Donna? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Don, I'm going to send you a message real quick. If I can find where on Messenger, Donna. Sorry, folks. Again, this is why I like having other people on. So when I get distracted this way, I don't feel bad. Nice tattoos, Michelle. Thank you. Again, I don't see myself filling them up. I do want one more. Definitely one more on this arm right here. And that is, I don't know if I want the Mickey's through the years, Mickey Mouse's through the years, starting off with Steamboat Willie, or just the black and white Mickey, and leading up through. Sorry if I don't know all the names, but the the one with the drum major, the music one, the regular Mickey, Sorcerer Mickey, and so on. There's one online that I found, and I think it'd be perfect. Each Mickey would be about 3 inches, and just lead its way up. There's like 7 of them. That's something I really want on this arm. I have learned that I probably won't get any more on my calves. I will admit, I'm not a baby, but it did hurt. The one on the calf hurt. I'll admit that. Everything else, all my other tattoos were fine. But I mean, it was a good 2 hours laying on my stomach. That didn't bother me so much. My tattoo artist has some comfortable equipment to lay on it and whatnot, but it just started getting agonizing on the back of Back of the calf. Sorry, guys. Excuse me for a second. I apologize. Just sorry, guys. Again, talk amongst yourselves. I know it's silent mic. It's just very quiet. Um, yeah, so tattoos on my calf will never happen again. Happy Easter, everybody. If I haven't said Happy Easter enough, it is Easter. Jesus is risen. I see a lot of bunnies and everything. Yes, it is. It is Easter, Easter bunny and eggs. And, we did an Easter egg hunt in the house for the kids. Of course, there was Disney gift cards involved. There has been every year since we started going to Disney with them. But it is a religious holiday. Let's keep that in mind. I tell my wife all the time, it's not Christmas, it's not birthdays. Let's not fill up the let's not fill up the the basket with a million gifts where it's not. Birthdays I understand, Christmas I understand, but it's Easter. It's I definitely don't call it a propaganda holiday because it's not. To me, that's what Valentine's Day is. I can get disliked for that, but to me, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on a second. Now I just screwed this up. How do I do this now? It's not letting me fix that. Oh man, I got to get better at this. I really do. I feel like I let so many people down when I do things. And you'll figure out what I'm doing in a second. If you haven't figured it out yet. So, if you guys haven't figured out what I was doing, and back to what I was saying, it is a religious holiday. And what I was doing, and I'm sorry for leaving these guys in the limb, was I was trying to get this guy on.
Hey.
Hey, Dan,
hey, buddy.
how are you, my friend?
I am doing good. Happy Easter, pal.
Happy Easter, sir, to you and your family.
Good. Thank you for sending me a quick invite.
Yeah, hey, I was doing it right by myself, but I didn't know if I was starting to sweat because the sun's coming through the window right now, or if I was by myself and not
Hey, no, well, thank you for inviting me on. It's good to see everybody in the chat, and I hope everyone is doing well and having a good Easter. And yeah,
I'm not going to say shocked, but I'm shocked. 11 people are on because again, it is Easter. We're all with our families, but if you missed the beginning, I was just so bored. My wife just got a puzzle in yesterday, 1,000 pieces. We opened it up. It's across the dining room table. She has cursed up a storm because the pieces are about the size of a dime. And, it's like, and then my daughter's helping her. And it's like, where's that piece? I said, I can't. I'm not doing this with you. This wasn't my idea. My 8-year-old, he's switching from iPad to Nintendo Switch. iPad, Nintendo Switch. He's another one, doesn't care. I didn't want to watch TV. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stream.
Why not?
Stream. People pop on. I'll find something to talk about. If they don't pop on, then I'll say Happy Easter and get off. But again,
hey, you know what? These live streams are just getting me through this whole situation. Going in, and people have been so kind to reach out and say, "Hey, do you want to come and do this? Do you want to come and do that?" So it's just today's actually my second live stream of the day. So I'm kind of like, So I'm kind of like I had it all ready to go and everything.
I wasn't expecting anybody to stream today. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought that, even though it's a holiday. But I woke up. I slept a little bit today. I finally got some sleep. I got up about 8, and I grabbed my phone right away, and I noticed that Gonzo was on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? Somebody's streaming this morning. But then it hit me. I'm saying to myself, I'm like, wait a minute. I went to bed with Gonzo on. Maybe I'm dreaming, or maybe my phone is still on his stream and it's just replaying.
Did you?
I,
So
I went to bed at 11 o'clock. Gonzo was on with 5 other people.
yeah.
And I went to sleep about 11 something. I shut my phone off. And then I woke up and like I said, I saw Gonzo was on with 3 other ones. I said, how does he do this? He didn't get
So
much sleep.
so you watched Gonzo this morning.
Well, I saw he was on and I caught a couple of minutes, but I didn't stay up.
I was on with Gonzo today.
Were you? Because I didn't.
Yeah. I came in about 10 minutes after because he had Big Fat Panda on.
Yes.
And if you guys know who Big Fat Panda is, he's John, and he's a wonderful, wonderful guy. And I'm actually a huge fan of his. And Gonzo sent me a text saying, "Hey Dan, do you want to come in?" And I'm just like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, I want you to meet John, Big Fat Panda." I'm just like, "Okay." Right. So after 10 minutes, I came in and I was on his stream for a bit. So it was quite fun to see him.
Yeah,
and,
John does some amazing work.
He's great. So
Ed and Mindy, right? Project, welcome in.
Hey Ed.
Mike Wheeler, how are you, sir?
Hey Mike.
Thanks for being here. I've said hi to Amy. I've said, Bewitched 728. Welcome in, Bewitched 728. Thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate you popping in. So yeah, no, John does some. I haven't gotten to know everybody yet. I follow, there's only so many videos you can watch. There's only so many people. You can like everybody. You can subscribe to everybody. It's on your phone. It's on my TV. Because I watch a lot of streams on my TV. So, but you can only watch so much. But I've seen a lot of John. But there was a few guys on there that I didn't recognize one bit. There was the guy. Oh, what's his name? I thought he was Florida Freak, but he's not. Maybe he is in the chat.
So
yes, longest hair with a goatee, very skinny.
Al, guy. That's Al. That's Florida Freak out. Yeah,
Florida Freak, right? Yeah, because I thought it was, because that's how I even said.
That's Al.
I'm getting all goosebumps here, and I got a big smile on my face because I love this woman to death, and I just sent her a message, and she said yes. And,
oh my god!
And you're seeing her before I am. I can't even see her. I'm like, there she is. It is Donna Gillespie and Sam. Hi. Look, seriously, goosebumps. Look, the hands are up. Can you see it? Well, the sun's helping. Look at those hands.
This is by far the best Easter present I think I've ever had.
Oh, you guys.
I miss you guys.
I miss you so much. You have no idea.
Why is the Atlantic Ocean so big?
I miss everybody, but I haven't seen everybody yet. I haven't met Dan in person yet, but you and Sam once.
Amazing.
And
no, you are.
No, you are.
You can't. No. You can't. You always win.
No, you win. You always make me smile.
Corner Sport, Tommy and Claudia, thanks for popping in on Easter Sunday. I appreciate it. My husband is an RTV sponsor, and we love you all. Bewitched. Bewitched 328. My husband is an RTV sponsor, and we love you all. Okay, who's your husband? I'm not sure now.
We want to know.
He's a Resort TV One sponsor. I'm trying to guess all the sponsors right now. So who's her husband and who's the sponsor? I don't know. But Donna, Sam, happy Easter.
Hey, Donna.
Thanks for saying yes and popping on. Once I saw you in the chat, I'm like, I gotta send Donna a message. What better day to say hello?
Yeah.
And I was gonna send you a message. If you need some sweetbread, we'll find a way to send you some from here.
Ooh, sweetbread. Now you're talking.
Hey, anything food for me. I'm there too.
All right.
Well, Dan, if you don't know, Donna grew up in Rhode Island, so she knows everything. Whenever I talk about local food, she knows what I'm talking about. And when I talk about Portuguese food, she knows as well from being out here. So
Portuguese.
I've already told her whenever she needs a little comfort box from home, let me know, and we'll send it down. Some coffee milk, some linguiça, and some sweetbread, and some Portuguese hot rolls. We'll figure out a way to get it down there.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you.
Anytime. So what's everybody been up to today? It's Sunday. Dan, I know it's already 8:30 on your end.
Yeah, it's only 25 past 8 in the evening. It's no, everything's good here. I mean, we've had dinner, and I'm getting ready for second dinner, and we watched a bit of Disney Plus today, and I was on with Gonzo today, which was fun, and yeah, it's been a good day. And I had some American candy, but I think I put it downstairs. But basically, my girlfriend messaged me saying, "Hey, do you like American candy?" I'm like, "Well, I used to work out there and I used to live off it." And she was like, "Right, I've never been to America, but I'm gonna buy you some." So I got this big sort of box full of American candy, and I had my Reese's bars, the Reese they look like Kit Kat bars, but they're Reese's.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I miss this stuff.
And I sent my daughter out, Dan, yesterday for just laying on the couch, and I already forgot what Suzanne was. I looked at Michaela. I said, "Go get ice cream. We have a, I don't know if you know what it is. It's a Friendly's ice cream."
Oh yeah.
I told her,
I know
I told her,
Friendly's.
go to Friendly's. All right. So I told her, go to Friendly's, get ice cream. She's like, "What do you want?" I said, "You know what Dad likes? Some chocolate chip ice cream and extra Reese's peanut butter cups inside, all broken up."
Yeah.
That was pretty much my. I had a late lunch, and that was my dinner last night. 3 scoops of ice cream. The cup was like this big.
Oh,
3 scoops of ice cream. Oh, Reese's peanut butter cups. I love Reese's. Put Reese's in it.
I mean,
put Reese's on loaf if I had to.
It's the 2 most amazing ingredients in the world: chocolate and peanut butter.
Absolutely.
Right? Oh,
Classic. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
It's so perfect together.
Dennis Algazi, welcome everybody. Thanks for being here. Happy Easter. So Donna, Sam, how's it going over there? How was your Easter so far? It's
Doing great.
3:30.
Easter has been going fine. I usually sing in the church choir, and it was weird not singing in the choir. But we had online service, so that was nice. And unfortunately, that's why I missed you, Dan, this morning, because I was watching church.
That's all right.
But yeah, so we did that, and it's kind of the new normal. I made breakfast. I made an egg scramble with ham and bell peppers and onions and cheese. Yeah, it was real good.
That sounds
And hash browns, and we had bagels and cream and sausage. Yep, so we had a nice big breakfast. And then in about an hour, I'm going to start on dinner. I got a honey baked ham. Have you guys heard of the honey baked ham restaurant? So I got a boneless, because there's only 3 of us. So I got a small boneless honey baked ham. I'm making mashed potatoes, carrots that I make a brown sugar glaze with, green beans, and Parker house rolls.
Wow.
How do you make your green beans?
I just get the ready to steam in bag, and I used to make a whole green bean casserole, but everyone in the house is not a fan of that with the cream of mushrooms.
I do an Asian stuff.
Yeah, Arjun doesn't like mushrooms, so he's a fun guy, but he doesn't like fungi. Get that, Dan?
Oh, I miss those jokes.
But so I just steam them like they tell you to on the package, and then I put butter and garlic and spices. Ethan, hi Ethan.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh, Michaela just woke up.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
So hot.
It's hot. I know. The sun comes right through this light. I mean, this window. If I could show you, it's hitting them right in the face. All right. You know what? Just say hi.
Hi.
Can you hear Donna?
Hey.
That's Dan. Dan's in England.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, I get it. All right. Bye. Ciao. All right. Peace out. The other day on Josh's stream, he wouldn't leave me alone. He was trying to sit on my lap.
Aw.
Now I try to get him to come say hi, and he's like, no. And Michaela took off running. Michaela dropped him off and left. Acted a puzzle with Mom. Yeah, green beans. I love green beans, and I make them. I make them in Asian style, Chinese style.
Do you use sesame seeds?
I that's the only thing I don't use. I use a lot of lemon, a lot of teriyaki sauce, a lot of garlic.
I love garlic. Yeah.
Ham pork,
anything with garlic.
Red pepper, yeah.
Mhm.
And lately, I've been adding a lot of mushrooms to it. So mushrooms, love
Oh.
mushrooms.
On our Johns.
Yeah, I'm in the Arjons camp. I think,
Yeah.
being that I am a foodie, I'm not a mushroom fan.
I can take them or leave them. It's just I've never found a green bean casserole recipe that doesn't use the cream of mushroom soup. So if anyone out there has a recipe without the cream of mushroom soup, let me know.
When Corey started putting mushrooms on his pizza, I was like, no, you can't do that. No.
I can do that.
Oh no. I'd have
Yeah,
taken
and
all
you were
those
talking about
mushrooms.
you were talking about church earlier too. It is a different feeling,
Yeah.
and for us, it's been a little tougher too. Ethan was supposed to do his first communion this year.
Oh.
That's been moved to August.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
August.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and if then, because I talked to the administrator yesterday, I ran into her at the supermarket, and she says the priest is talking about moving it to next spring with next year's class.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
it is different. It was different too, not going to get palms. We've had no palms this year. They're all put away at the church.
Yeah.
As the priest said, when it's time that we can go get them. But it's
Yeah.
been one weird holiday. So,
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely different. I'm trying to catch up on this chat right now. Collins, I enjoyed yesterday's interview and on the replay and gave them a follow. You're a pro. Very natural hosting guests on live stream. Thank you, Dennis. And gave This Our Dreams a follow. Yes, definitely. Go subscribe to This Our Dream. Angela and Jeff, they great content. Angela's been putting out a lot of cooking. I was about to say cooking classes, a lot of cooking streams lately from the house. I mean, they're trying to get by like the rest of us are on putting streams out and vlogs out. Me, I was telling Suzanne and Michaela the other day that's I got nothing. I got nothing to vlog right now because I didn't record anything from our last trip really, and I just started this. So the only thing I can do are these live streams until I can get out and stop filming stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Around here like Newport, go out to Newport. God knows down at this.
Oh yeah.
There's tons to film out in Newport.
Yeah.
Battleship Cove here. Speaking of This Our Dreams, welcome in.
Hey, This Our Dream.
This from the house. There's only so much I can vlog.
Yeah.
Tuesday stream's going to be about my snow globes. Next Saturday, I don't know when I'm going to do it. It's been tough. So, like I was saying about This Our Dream, they're getting by with what they can.
I think it all depends on what you do for content as well. I mean, some people you got someone like Josh and Jenna or all these other people who do live streams at the parks, like Nick live streams at the parks, and I bet just seeing him live stream at home, I mean, it's back to those old times with Nick. I remember Nick, and it's just like it's great having him do his live streams as well, and I mean for me, I obviously have vlogs from the parks. But I've had to go back to my original roots and shoot videos from here and just shoot videos and just do random videos because if I don't, I've got no content. So that's why I do my show and then lots of other sorts of vlogs where I just sit in front of the camera, I guess. So,
well, you have just Food Fridays now too.
I'm so happy they're back. I'm so honestly, I've made this is my YouTube page. Right, of all my notes of what I'm doing in the next 3 weeks, one whole side full of Disney Food Friday ideas.
That's awesome. I love it.
I'm just like, it's come to a point where I've got all the items where they can be found and how much they cost. I've done like full on research.
That's the best kind of research. It's so fun.
It's kind of sad that the main thing I do in my life when it comes to YouTube is look up menu items of things I've eaten.
There's no shame in that.
No shame.
No, not one bit.
I have no shame.
Another thing. I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen. I love cooking. I love being in the kitchen. I have no choice. Suzanne doesn't cook. She knows that, so she's fine with me putting it out there to everybody. Suzanne don't cook, so I do all the cooking. I grew up cooking. I learned from my mother and work wise and everything. So I can do a lot of vlogs from the kitchen. I mean, I cook every day, so I can put stuff together. But it just gets very noisy out there. I got to throw all the kids in another room. I got to throw Suzanne in another room, and she'll be all over,
Suzanne.
Yeah, could be yelling at one of the kids for doing something. And it's like, oh great, let me redo this. It's hard if I'm already cooking something. I gotta recook it because you yelled at somebody. But I do. I should do some cooking once, some more cooking once. I did that shrimp one, and that was it. Carlos, keep doing live stream interview creatives from YouTube Disney First. You're a pro at hosting. Dennis, I appreciate it. Those kind words. Thank you. I repeat it over and over. I'm a rookie. I'm a big rookie in this big world of major leaguers, live streamers and bloggers like Dan, and Resort TV One, Defy Dreams, and everything. Shoot, even Arjon's. Arjon's has got like 1,200 subscribers, and he's got one video out.
I remember that day.
He's that bench guy. He's that bench guy in a major league team. He'll never get on the field, but he's up there. He's eating fried chicken in the clubhouse with those players.
That day was incredible. So I remember that day so clearly. So I was stuck at home. I was at home. I was getting ready for Disney Fiasco. I had Jeff from Dole Whip Dad ready to come on. And we were talking about, I don't know, I can't even remember the topic. It was completely irrelevant. And maybe 30 minutes before my show, I was like pumped and ready to go. And I see R. Johns is going live for Fantasmic. And I'm like, what? Out of all times? Right, we are changing my show completely. We are going to be doing a R. Johns reaction to... So we were watching the stream, R. Johns' stream, while he was streaming Fantasmic. And then we had the R. Johns after party on my channel. We had like this and that on there. It was great. So, because I remember watching it, I was just like, this is amazing. And like we said, once he gets to 1,000, he's going live. And I think it was maybe even me or Rob Fuzz who made that deal with him. You have to go live. And then it all blew up, and it was. Yep,
he never thought in a million years he'd get to that. That's why he thought 1,000 was a good number. Oh, he didn't know what he was going to do.
He should have said, 100,000.
Minimal 5,000. I said, because he's like, I had no idea it was going to blow up like that. I'm like, well, you got to make those deals.
Yeah. It was great though. I loved it.
He ended up streaming, one of my favorite shows. Actually, live show favorite one is Fantasmic, and that's what he ended up streaming that night.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic.
That was great. Yeah. Oh God, I love Fantasmic. Yeah.
But it was okay.
We saw Fantasmic though, didn't we? We on my second to last day. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
in July.
That was fun.
We saw it in July for the first time in 10 years in person. Wow. Yeah, Ethan had never seen it his 3 previous trips. It was the July trip, and the only reason we ended up seeing it, we had my daughter. It was Michaela's birthday trip, so her other friend, who was also named Michaela, was there with us, and she had never seen it. She had been at Disney once before, but she didn't see it. So we were gonna go, but then I don't know. I was iffy on it, but Ethan hadn't seen it, so we're like, fine. But the main reason we got to go was because we had some issues at a dining restaurant, at a restaurant in Disney, and they gave some, some priority passes. What do you call them? Priority seating. Fantastic.
Right.
Free snacks.
Yeah.
Free snacks during the show and everything. So we're like, take advantage then. I'm so glad I did. Because again, it was 10 years since I saw it. I love that show. Mm-hmm. Oh, it hits you right there. It's like, oh God, yes, yeah. But
my favorite. Yeah. Once they got rid of Happily Ever, not Wishes, because Wishes was my favorite. Because obviously that was the show I watched every night as a cast member. So as soon as they got rid of that, I moved on to Fantasmic. And then just and then they get rid of Illuminations. They're just getting rid of all of my.
For you, Dan.
I know. It's like you're taking away my life here. So they took away Wishes, but Fantasmic's still my favorite, and then Happily Ever After. So
Griswold Family Vacay, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. 18 people watching. Well, there was 18 on Easter Sunday. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being here. This was again for you guys just popping in. I was bored out of my mind, and I figured, let me go live. Something I'd never do, especially by myself. And I'm like, you know what? I can't sit here and watch TV. So thank you all for being here. Jim, more sunshine, please.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Thank you. How are you, sir? He's another guy that I'd like to say hi to. Let's see if I can get Jim on.
Yeah.
We were at oh, that's what I was going to say. So I'm thinking of doing a stream of another stream, Dan, of food, Disney dining. But I want the biggest foodies on. I don't want just me. I want, we can fit 60. I want foodies. I got some names in mind. You, of course, and Donna's another one. And Sam in the background with Donna. So you used to. I'm thinking, I'm thinking a few others. So I'm thinking a Saturday morning, if that can work for everybody, because it's my longest stream. It's an hour and a half. If that's something you guys would be interested in.
Look, anything with food, I'm there. Who are you talking to? Come on, it's us.
I know Saturday mornings is tough for some people, but that's,
Saturday mornings, I'm good with that.
Yep, works for me.
Because it's afternoon for me, so I'm already wide awake.
That's right. Tell me about it. It works out. This Our Dreams. Yes, Jeff, Angela, you're on my list. I don't want to stop mentioning a million people because everybody's gonna be like, oh, I know everybody's a foodie. But for the people that I watch, I mean, I know who my foodies are that we can literally discuss food with. And Dan, you're at the Donna. I love you, but we all know Dan's at the top of that list.
Hey, no, hold on. I'd say Donna is definitely one. We went to Trails End and we went to Sanaa. Like we're both big, I think as big a foodies as each other.
Yeah.
And you got to throw in Corey in there as well because Corey's a big foodie too.
Corey knows his
I agree. I totally agree with that. But you're one of those. We could do a stream on the 5 best rides you've ever ridden on, and somehow, some way, we'll talk about tacos, Ohana, and snacks. So where Donna, we'll have a stream about Donna with rides, and we'll talk about rides. We'll talk about rides, and somehow, some way, 3/4 of the stream will be food with Dan.
It does not matter what topic you choose. We will end up on food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no denying.
Hey, Jim, I just sent you a message on Instagram. You can in your inbox.
Oh gosh.
It's
too good.
Food. I mean, I can talk about any food. It doesn't matter if it's Disney food, outside food. You want to talk about like our good friends Ben at PTV Live. I give him a hard time about his little chicken. Not in a little disrespectful way. I shouldn't have said it that way. Sometimes words come out of my mouth, and I want everybody to know now I don't mean anything in a disrespectful way. Ben streams Life with Ben. I love his food ones that he does.
Yeah.
His food ones.
It's good.
But that chicken one, I gave him a lot for that one. I don't know how Popeyes gets beat by anybody. I really don't. But they did. It's his taste, and like he says, it's my show, and it is. Lost twice to Chick-fil-A. I don't know how.
Here's the only chicken sandwich that can beat Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. Because although I had Chick-fil-A for the first time in August at Tampa Airport, thanks to Donna, you're amazing. Is Chicken Guy? It's true. Chicken Guy.
I haven't had it yet.
Chicken Guy, the classic chicken sandwich from there. I mean, Guy Fieri is like, he's a master. He's just, yeah, that is good stuff.
Yep.
It's Our Dreams. We drove
an hour to get.
Yeah, I'm doing a double screen here, so now I'm trying to find it here so I can bring it up.
Drove an hour to get a chicken sandwich from Popeyes.
You know what's funny? Jeff, you say that, or is it Angela? I see smiley face. It's got to be Angela. It's crazy because that big fiasco about the Popeyes chicken sandwich. How everybody was going crazy for it. It was being sold out. For years, we've had a Popeyes chicken over here in the city right in Florida. So for years, never thought of going to Popeyes get a chicken sandwich. Never thought of going to Popeyes get a chicken tenders or chicken breast, anything. Now it's been like once a week since I had that first sandwich. It's like it was every Sunday. Yeah, even last week. Last week it was Sunday. It's on a Sunday thing. Take a drive to Popeyes. It's about, not even 10 minutes away and go get a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Or now it's not like they attend this too. But drive an hour for Zach to try Popeyes. Yeah, I do it. You'd be surprised, and I wish I can get Suzanne on stream. Suzanne wants nothing to do with streaming or being on anything, but I wish, because she can defend me on a lot of this. But I would drive anywhere for anything, for any food. I took a 2-hour drive into Maine, 3-hour drive. I'm sorry, 3-hour drive into Maine to go have a burger because I saw it on a local. We have a local show here that's called the Phantom Gourmet. You can check out his website. Not a sponsor, but check out the Phantom Gourmet. And he had
will be a
this
sponsor.
Burger. And we had, he had this burger place on, Wild Willie's. I still remember the name, Wild Willie's in Maine. I looked it up, and it was in I can't remember the name of it, the city right now, but there's outlets there. There's big outlets like the ones in Florida. So I'm like, yes, score. I get a burger. Suzanne gets shopping. She can't yell at me. Let's go get a burger. So literally, a 3-hour drive to go get a burger. I'll drive anywhere for food. Anywhere.
Oh, 100%. When you guys come to the UK, I'm going to take you to my favorite chicken place, and that is Nando's. Now, they started opening in the US, but Carlos, you'll love this even more. It is a Portuguese restaurant that was actually invented in South Africa, but they do everything. It's peri chicken to the best of, it's amazing. Nothing is fried. It's all grilled, and it's just amazing. It's my favorite. I love it so much. You'll think this is hilarious. I have their own loyalty card.
Oh, you Dan.
If I go there and I get one more chicken meal, I get a whole chicken for free.
That's amazing.
I know.
I love it.
Nando's is the best.
Dennis wants to know what makes Popeye's chicken sandwich so good. Describe it. Yeah, describe it.
It's
first off,
and it's got
big.
Lots of spices.
Yeah, the spices are better than a KFC chicken.
That's big praise right there.
Yeah, I can compare it to it. Yeah, and to me, it's more the tender, the chicken breast. It's a large piece of chicken. It's not like you're getting a frozen chicken patty from your freezer section and making a sandwich, or I don't know about Dan in England, but when we went to school, it's not a chicken patty at lunchtime, in the cafeteria. It's a big chicken breast.
Yeah.
To me, it's larger than Chick-fil-A's. The batter compared to Chick-fil-A is crispier, which I like more. So that's how I describe it. It's just to me, it's just a better sandwich. But like Ben says, it's his taste and it's his show. So you got it, buddy. I ain't gonna argue with him. I like Ben. I won't argue with him. It's a brioche bun. Yes, it is a brioche.
Yeah. That makes the bun. It makes a big difference. People don't put a lot of thought into it, but if you think about it, the bread holds it all together. So it's kind of like the vessel to the chicken. So it has to be of quality too. It can't just be any old random bun. It has to be a good quality bun.
See, it doesn't matter where we go, conversation, we always come back to food.
I can't help it.
Can't help it. Can't help it.
Fine.
How can you not?
Yeah.
But it's a topic we all love. Who doesn't love food?
Exactly.
And it's a topic that I actually know a lot of. I know a lot of Disney. Don't get me wrong. I not as much as some, but I know a lot of Disney. We could talk Disney,
Right.
but if I'm going to talk Disney, I'm definitely going to talk Disney food because I'm happy myself about it. I know Disney food.
Yeah.
It's a comforting topic. Dennis Algazi wants to know about if there's pickles. Yes, there is pickles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How can you not eat pickles? We eat pickles on for Christ's sakes. I mean,
So-
I'm fine. It didn't-
So Dana and I have this running joke that every time Dana comes across some sort of creation
Yeah, I see that.
online, she posts it to my wall, and it's just hilarious. The things that I have seen are unbelievable.
Mhm. And it's so crazy. They just pop up on my feed, and I'm like, that is so weird. I gotta tag him.
Pickle ice cream, pickle cake.
Yep,
I mean, oh, it's just
incredible.
I mean, Dan, my daughter, the one that was, well, she was supposed to say hi, but she took off running too. She's a big pickle eater. We can't go anywhere. She's a picky eater,
yeah.
but we can't go anywhere and eat anything without her asking for pickles. And when I mean pickles, I don't mean like, can I have, you got the pickle sticks or,
Right?
the long strips.
Yeah.
If they give her that, that's fine. But like someplace like Friendly's. Friendly's has great pickles. And she'll ask, her main dish at Friendly's is the cheese sticks, mozzarella sticks
Mhm.
with sauce and fries. But she's got to have 2 bowls on the side of pickles.
I love it.
But here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. I feel like because now with that pickle story that happened with me and Ed and the tacos, like
Yeah.
I think people overestimate my love of pickles. Like, don't get me wrong, I love pickles, but
Mhm.
like I don't. If I had a choice between chocolate and pickles, I'll take chocolate. I mean, I do like pickles, but I'm not. It's just because of that thing that happened. It's just blown out of proportion, and it's like been like 3 years since actually it happened.
It took a life of its. It was
Yeah,
him just the running joke, and now everybody
it's
just
just
assumes you love pickles.
people who I've never even spoken to, or people who've just like got to know me as a channel, talk about this, and they don't even know where this pickle thing has come from.
No, a lot of them don't.
They just go,
A lot
"Hey,
of them do
pickle." I'm
not
like, you don't even know where it came from.
It all started with a taco.
We'll start with a taco. Pecos Bills.
And then people are scratching their heads even more. People don't know about the taco. I mean, about the pickle.
Yeah.
But then you say it's got something to do with tacos, and it's like, no, how, where?
Yeah.
Where do you get? You got to know the story.
You want to know the story?
Go ahead, tell the story.
Oh, you want to know the story? If you
Hold on,
if
let me
you
welcome
want-
in Nick and Magical News Live.
Hey,
and
Nick.
I know
good to see
Kansas
you, pal.
Days is here. Welcome in, Kenzie. And Marguerite Nagy is here. I can pronounce Marguerite, and I live in Massachusetts, unlike somebody else that streamed last night with Steve. He had to be corrected on. Oh, Samantha. There's Samantha. Hi, Samantha. Thanks for saying hi. Oh,
So you want to know the story? Well,
sure.
okay. So before I start the story, you can actually go back and watch the actual event as it took place. If you go to my Disney Food Friday playlist, you can actually watch. I think it was my 2nd or 3rd video on there.
Oh my God, I haven't even seen it yet.
You haven't even seen it.
No, I just know the story. Oh, now I know what I'm doing.
You gotta go see it. You gotta go watch it.
I might start watching it on my phone right now. Just
So, leading up to going to Disney, I was, in lots of live streams. I think I was in Nick's live stream and Ed's live stream, and we were just talking about, obviously being in the UK, we don't eat a lot of Mexican food. It's just that kind of thing that we don't really have here. We eat more sort of Indian food than we do Mexican food. It's just how it is. So I think a lot of people were kind of surprised that I had never eaten a taco before. Never had one. Never experienced the joys of tacos. So when I went,
since you had been in the DCP program, you had not had a taco. We
no,
were, what?
I was not. Well, to be fair, when I was on the DCP, the only places I did eat were in my apartment and at Walt Disney World. So I didn't go to Taco Bell or Chipotle or anything like that. So I get out to Walt Disney World and I meet up with Ed and Mindy and their kids, who are amazing. They are just a wonderful, wonderful family. And I actually had eaten before I met up with them, so I was full. So I think I kept keep missing that detail. So we get over to Frontierland, and we go into Pecos because they hadn't eaten yet. And I'm like, okay, I can, sit with them while they eat lunch or whatever. And then Ed goes, right, here's the day, Dan. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to buy you your first tacos. And I'm like, what? No, I've just eaten and I'm full. And he's like, nope, you're having your taco and we're going to put it on a live stream. So I start getting my live stream up. I have my tripod. I have it ready to go. And Ed buys me 3 tacos. I'm like, this is so nice of you. And so I bring the tacos over to the Fixins bar. Now, me being, I feel quite a logical person. So if there is something out on the Fixins bar, surely each item should belong on each menu item that they offer.
Right.
So
project just for a moment. We were live streaming this whole thing, and we were watching you while this was happening.
So I had my taco bowl in one hand, my live stream in the other hand, and then I was kind of like putting the taco bowl down on the thing while filling it up with one hand while live streaming. So I was putting like lettuce and salsa and sour cream and jalapenos. And then I put pickles on there because, why would pickles not be out if they weren't meant to belong? Because, for me, if they weren't out, they,
don't put pickles. What are you doing?
And in the chat, they were like, no, don't put pickles on tacos. They don't belong on tacos. Dan, what are you doing? You are a crazy man. You are. And I'm just like, well, how am I meant to know? I've never had one before.
They're like, pickles
down. So I sit down. I put my tray down on the table and I just see Mindy just stare at me. And she's like, and I go, what? And she goes, yeah, you're not meant to have pickles on your tacos. And I'm like, really? And she goes, well, whatever floats your boat. So I'm like, all right. And I'm like, and the thing is, like, I feel like I'm quite a polite eater. So I'm not going to start putting my hand in the tacos trying to fish out all the pickles. So I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to go for it. And I had my tacos, and I actually really like them. So now I always say, don't knock it until you try the pickled tacos.
You started a new trend.
Exactly. And I loved it so much that when I went on to sessions with Viperies, I had more tacos.
That's awesome.
It is a good story, but I would definitely, I'll definitely recommend it. Maybe I'll put the link to the video in the chat. If
you should.
Go ahead. I was just asking Tracy if you could find it.
I will.
You're a mod. I think you're a mod. Go ahead, just put it up yourself.
The chat they were just like, no.
It was just,
I don't know how to do it offhand.
Let me find it. I'll try and put it in the chat.
I thought you were. I know Donna is. If Donna could find it, I asked Tracy.
Well, Donna's a super mod. She mods for everybody. But yeah, it was a great story.
That was a lot of Pickle Bills, and one of my, my go-to quick service at Magic Kingdom is
it's so
Pickle
good.
Bill. Yeah,
and I always recommend doing mobile order it. Always mobile order it because it always gets so busy there.
Not even anywhere now. Now mobile ordering is if you can do it, now's the thing to do. I won't go anywhere without mobile ordering myself now. But Pickle Bills, I always go for the taco trio, the pork, the chicken, and the beef.
Yeah.
Then you have that topping bar, that bar section. You can make a meal out of that bar section alone.
Yeah. It's so good. You just get a little bit of meat and then fill it up with all the fixings and stuff.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Well, I think I posted it in the chat. So if you guys don't click on it now, click it after the stream because
don't watch it. I get the sun glare on my face right now. Excuse me, guys. You're gonna look at my belly for a second while I try to close this blind down because it's just coming right at me. And I don't know if that was a big help. Oh God, yes, much cooler. Now I know my son was feeling. Oh God. Hey, it's been a while that I remember in Easter where the sun is out. It's been many of them. It's been raining. We like this, our dreams. We like Pickle Bills and Columbia Harbor House. Yeah, we talked about this the other day. I asked them what one of their favorites were, Columbia Harbor House. I myself am not a fan of it. Columbia Harbor House. My wife had the lobster roll once. Again, I know I bring it up a lot. We're from Massachusetts, Rhode Island. The lobster, I guess for a Disney lobster roll, okay. It was
didn't
all
like
right.
that. Columbia House is just not New England. If you're from New England, we're spoiled.
Exactly. We go to, it's like everybody's all excited, like, oh, lobster at Disney.
Yeah,
I'm going to Columbia.
Lobster,
Yeah,
there's
when you're from up here,
all
it's like,
no.
No.
They have great chicken nuggets there, and I know they're all looking
All about the
and-
chicken nuggets. I know that.
exactly. They all look and sound the same. Those chicken nuggets at Disney, but the ones at Columbia Harbor House, really good. I think probably
I
because
mean-
they have the same sort of frying as like all the other stuff that they fry there, so it
maybe.
tastes a little bit better. I don't know, but
Yeah.
they're good there.
No problem, Tracy. Thanks for jumping in, Tracy.
you,
I
Tracy.
appreciate it.
Tracy.
Donna put it up. Dan said you put it up too, but I don't even see it, Dan. I don't even see your chat come up yet.
Oh, I've got it up on mine, but I don't. Maybe it needs to be approved or something because I'm not a
Probably right
moderator.
now. Look, but Donna put it up. Donna found it.
Yeah, it
But I
was
don't
it
even-
was a really fun stream.
Huh.
It was good fun.
Petco Bills for the win. You eat there for $5 American. Order a side of taco meat for $5 and load up on all the fixings. Yeah, anything at Petco Bills you order, you just fill it up on the fixings.
Oh yeah,
Like I said, I get the taco trio, which is like a $12 meal with the drink. I mean, we're always on a dining plan, so, and I mean always. So I don't even look at prices. Let me rephrase that. I do look at prices because if I paid for the dining plan, you betcha I'm going to order the most expensive thing because
Right.
I try
Yeah.
to break out even.
Right. Your value.
the dining plan is
Yeah.
the best offer that I think Disney ever
Mhm.
does
Right.
for guests. I mean,
If you know how to order,
if you know how to order and you're a foodie, and so
Yeah.
I've done it for the last 4 trips, and it was worth every single credit, every single dollar that I used was incredible. I know when it comes to April next year, we'll be staying off property, so we won't be able to use the dining plan. But that's just how it is sometimes. But I know in the future, when I come and stay on Disney property, I'll always go for the dining plan because there's so much food. Like I don't think people realize like how much there is. I mean, you have your quick service. Now, depending on your quick service, you can have a really big meal.
Oh yeah.
Depending on what you can find. And then you've got 2 snacks, and obviously don't waste it on a cake pop, but you want to use it on something like a Mickey pretzel or something that's going to fill you. And then you've got your dinner reservation, which is going to be a big meal anyway, because you have an entree and a dessert. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's so
Well,
worth
we've been doing just a quick service dining plan. We've stayed away for the last
That's
couple
good
of
too.
trips of the sit downs. We've paid out of pocket for a couple of sit downs. We always do 1 or 2 a trip, but pay out of pocket. But even if you just do the quick service, I get tired, like on Facebook channels, pages and stuff like, quick service, just burgers, hot dogs, and pizza. No, it's not.
No.
Do your research.
Yep.
I'll plug them. Allears.net is a great website.
Yep.
Their menus are always updated. Do your research. Click on those menus. We do it before we leave, even quick service. Because again, we look first to make sure Ethan is going to eat well and Michaela, because they're very picky, and then we'll figure us out. But we go through everything. Suzanne's always on it looking through because she's another foodie like I am when it comes to Disney. And she'll go through every menu, be like, wow, look, this is new. Let's go have this.
Mm.
And you can find a lot of
Yeah.
different. Petco Bills, for instance. Yeah, it's
I mean-
a Mexican restaurant. The tacos are great. The nachos are great there. And they have a burger if you want a burger. But, if you don't want to break up the family,
Have the
you
fajita
don't have to eat.
too. That's really good.
I mean, a lot of people say,
is it?
there's so many restrictions in Magic Kingdom. I mean, compare it to like Epcot or Animal Kingdom. They say Magic Kingdom has not got a varied sort of menus, and I completely disagree. I mean, you have Pecos Bill, you have Columbia Harbor House if you're into seafood. Okay, if you're from New England, you might not like it, but hey, you got Pinocchio's Village House, which I think everybody overlooks, with its sort of Italian-based, flatbreads and pasta. That's good. And then you've got Cosmic Rays, which actually, if you stay away from the burgers and the chicken nuggets, although they're pretty good too, they've got like roast chicken and beans and mashed potato, and they've got a great fixins bar there. Like, there's actually so much in Magic Kingdom that I think people overlook. You know, so I would disagree when people say there's not much to eat in Magic Kingdom because, well, if you don't want to eat it, then I will.
Yep.
Right.
And I'm telling you, this
Even
credits. You can get those cheeseburger egg rolls with your
Oh,
credit. I mean, come on. It's a no-brainer.
oh.
and there's where's the buffalo chicken with the waffle over by
Sleepy
Cinderella's
Hollow
castle.
refreshment. That is a
Yeah,
Sleepy
right?
Hollow
I mean,
refreshment.
that alone, that buffalo
Spicy chicken waffle.
I'm not a waffle guy, but I'll have it with that chicken because that
That is
chicken's
so
really good.
That is
And
so
then,
good.
and then, yes, burgers and hot dogs and pizza. Hot dogs. Casey's Corner is not just a hot dog. I mean,
We've spoken about Casey's, haven't we?
yeah. I mean, it's a hot dog. I enjoy it a lot. I usually end. Yeah, not usually. It's pretty much been set. We end every Magic Kingdom night with a foot long at Casey's Corner, and I'm talking about at midnight. And yeah, it's not good for you at that hour. It sits through you all night.
Hey, it's Disney. It's fine.
But it's Disney. It's great. It's a great hot dog.
Calories don't count
Yeah.
in Disney.
No, calories do not count in Disney.
I had a friend, actually two friends, who worked at Casey's, and they said to me, "We love working at Casey's because we get to see, Wishes every night, and at the time the Main Street Electrical Parade and all that. But I will never ever eat here ever again." And I'm like, don't get me wrong. Like, I've had a Casey's hot dog before. Like, I think they're great. Definitely not my cup of tea. It's definitely sort of more, I don't know. I feel like when I finish that hot dog, I'm just like, I need to roll out of Magic Kingdom. I can't physically walk because they're huge.
It's funny you say that because and I, if we go there, we will split a hot dog.
Yeah,
It's too massive.
you can't eat it on your own. Although I did, but that
I mean,
I shouldn't have.
Listen, I'll
Hey.
admit it. I'm not sure. I finished my own, and I finished anybody else's that doesn't eat it.
I
There was
have a
one night-
big
there was one night
appetite.
I had 1.5 foot long. I did because they screwed up the order. Instead of bringing a single for my wife, the small ones, they sent the foot long. She's like, I'm not going to eat all this. Don't worry about it. Eat half, and your husband will take care of the rest. That's one thing I don't do, and especially with the kids. If the dining's free, because we get dining, I'll ask that in a second. But if the dining is free, I hate throwing food out, period. But if the dining's free, I don't feel it as much. We usually pay for the dining plan. We have been paying for the dining plan. So to me, we still paid for this food.
Right.
I hate when they throw the food out. So it's like I try to finish everything.
Yeah.
I turn into a
Yeah.
vacuum cleaner when I'm at Disney.
Yeah.
I say to myself, well, I'm going to eat double, but I'll walk it off because you average 12 miles a day. So you'll walk it off, but I don't. So yeah, I'll eat a foot and a half.
Yeah.
A foot and a half of hot dog
Well,
a night if I
I
have.
remember the opening day at Galaxy's Edge, which was the same day as was it Sanaa the same day when we went? Yeah, it was, wasn't it? The 29th.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no, because I'm wrong. It was Boma. I went to Boma with Corey, and that was the day of the opening of
Right.
Galaxy's Edge.
Right. Because we went the day before.
Day before that.
Yeah.
It was the day before that because I remember doing back to back. But I remember that day when I went to Boma with Corey, and I did Typhoon Lagoon, Animal Kingdom, Boma, and Galaxy's Edge. I think I walked maybe between 25 to 30,000 steps that day.
That's
And
you.
and I'm not even kidding you. I got to Boma with Corey, and you can ask him. I ate so much food,
I love it.
and Corey was like, "Dude, how are you eating so much?" I'm just like, "There's a lot to do, and I've got to go to Galaxy's Edge after this. I need to." And then I got to Galaxy's Edge, and I had a Ronto roaster.
I love it.
I have a big appetite.
Corey said that because he eats everybody under the table. So
Hey, I think Corey and I have a good sort of battle ongoing.
Angela was asking, do they have a rice bowl at Pickle Bill's? They do.
Yes.
They have a rice bowl with chicken and I'm sure you could sub it out to beef or the pork they have. The pork they have is great. The pulled pork taco. Oh my God. Another question I saw in chat. Michael was asking Donna about the fried right here. Donna, didn't they have a fried pickle hot dog? Oh, I hate when
They
they
did.
chat.
Yes, they did.
I'm trying to highlight it. Yeah, they have the
yeah.
monthly too. The monthly hot dogs they do. I mean, I get down there once a year, and it's unfortunate that every time we go, they have something. I don't want to say awful, but something I don't like on it, and it's like, oh, I can't have the hot dog in a month. But they did a Chicago one style once with the pepper and the pickle and all the stuff that a normal Chicago style hot dog has. And I wish I was there for that one, but I wasn't. The fried pickle on a hot dog, that'd be great.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
If you want a good rice bowl, Satuli Canteen. That's a good
Yeah,
rice
that's
bowl
another
right
place,
there.
That's another place I haven't eaten yet. I've been in there. I've seen it. Yeah, Dan, I know. Listen, I haven't been to every restaurant, but I've been to pretty much all of them. Well, not pretty much all, but a lot.
We'll
of
go
them.
to Satuli Canteen. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I know I'll be down there in November, God willing. That everything clears and it's open.
I'm sure.
But I'm hoping. I'll say I'm hoping financially wise that I can come up with a way to go down there when all of you are down there. Like the lost Donna.
Yeah, lost Donna.
Donna sent me a message. No,
Where'd you
we're good
go?
on this one. She sent me.
Where'd you go?
No, we're still on.
Check if she's down on the.
No, she's not. She disappeared. She sent me a message.
Oh.
She got lost.
No.
Yeah.
Come back in.
That's Donna's message. Something went wrong.
Refresh.
Yeah.
Well,
try to
I
link
think
again.
I'll let you sort that out. I will entertain the crowd. I'll be the court jester.
I just told her try to link it.
So, I was like, what the Chicago hot dogs are wonderful when prepared authentic. Vienna beef, poppy seed bun, celery salt, and then run through the gardens. Yes, that is good. That's good stuff right there. That is good. Thing is, like, I feel like Casey's is kind of like one of my last resort places to go. It's not my favorite place. But there she is.
I don't know, my internet worked out. Sorry, guys.
The ghost host.
I didn't even say why.
But I was going to ask Mike because he was talking about that pickle dog, and then I got kicked out. But I remember that day very well because we all had that massive hot dog, and it was not a wise decision because then we borrowed the teacups with our Johns.
Oh.
And he is very devious, ambitious, and he spun us so fast one way, and we were having a great time one way.
Oh,
but no, he had to go and then spin it the other way. And poor Corey, his gimbal went crazy, and his face turned white and then green. And I was like,
I remember that stream.
Almost lost everything. And I was like, oh no, we will never ride with him again, ever.
He's
Surfer Girl 326 is in here, and happy Easter, Surfer Girl. We're all praying for you. Hope everything is doing okay.
Yeah.
I won't get into details, but for everybody that knows Surfer Girl knows what I'm talking about. And a day like today, we're all thinking of you, and hope everything is well. I believe everybody else I've said hi to. Everybody's getting along in the chat. I repeat this every stream. I am still not great at this chat thing, so I'm trying to find questions and highlighting people. Tracy Glenn's back in the house. I know he said he was going to go have dinner, but here he is. Awesome, Tracy. Thanks for coming back. I just wasn't ready yet. But I was just going to say, I know I came on to do the stream real quick. 19 people watching. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. But I'm laughing because, again, we just started talking about anything, and here we are. What are we talking about?
Food.
I told you. I told you.
Stands on. Again, I couldn't be any happier because it's something that I can't screw up on because I know food.
Well, one thing is everybody has in common, we all have to eat something sometime to survive. So we all share that.
Right?
It's true. It's true.
Tracy said he sent me a message. I didn't see it.
It's the one Disney attraction everyone must ride.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
And if they don't ride, then they go off to, I don't know, McDonald's or something. Then they're not getting the full Disney experience.
I love it.
It's great.
That McDonald's. I mean, they're building. I mean, Donna, you see it.
Oh yeah.
Well, you haven't been out of the house, but oh, I screwed this up. I'm sorry. Compared to the one that was there, this thing looks like a monster.
Oh, it's going to be massive.
Oh, the one by the All-Star Resorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're still doing construction on it, even with everything that's going on. They're going ahead with that, so it's continuing on. So that's progress, at least.
Well, I guess it's not Disney, is it? It's not.
No.
It's their choice, and I mean, I don't know about in the States, but all the McDonald's in the UK are closed.
Really?
They're all closed.
Really?
Yeah. See, ours in Florida, they're only doing drive-through. That's it.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of
Here
ours
too. Yeah.
All of ours are closed. Everything is closed. It's crazy.
Jim, more sunshine back in the house. Jim, I sent you a message on Instagram. If you can check it out real quick, if you don't mind.
Oh, that's
Bomo. The Bomo is here.
The Bomo.
Bomo?
So I was talking about that McDonald's. That McDonald's is handy for me. I'll admit it. I hated admitting it, but I have to. I visit that McDonald's at least 3 times a trip, if not 4. Again, because of the kids. Ethan the most. Ethan's a very picky eater. We had one trip. I think it was his first trip. It was his first trip. He had such a bad experience. Hated characters. Was petrified of characters.
Oh.
If you see the pictures from that trip, it looks like it's me, the wife, and Michaela because Ethan was nowhere to be found. So to make him a little happier, we went to McDonald's. And he wasn't eating well either. He wouldn't eat the chicken nuggets in Disney. The pizza he didn't like either. So it was a struggle. So again, we had to visit that McDonald's a lot. Yeah. I know a lot of people don't like that McDonald's on property, but for a guy like me and my family, it's a need. I'm glad it's there. But they are building a monster. Why did they need something so big? Somebody else popping in, I think.
Hey,
buddy.
What up?
Here's Tracy.
What's going on? Yeah. My wife's just wondering where I went to. And by the way, I heard the McDonald's chat. I love McDonald's. That's my wife's hand. That's the most you're ever gonna get.
At least you got that. I got yelled at. If anybody saw that minute and 30-second stream I was doing just to test my gimbal, not my gimbal, to test. I don't know what I was testing, and you can hear something in the background. Did you get my foot? And the foot came back real quick. I'm like, relax.
Hey.
Hi, King.
Oh my gosh!
Sorry, Carlos.
Sorry.
No, hey.
I want to say hi to Donna and Sam. Hi.
Thank you so much. We love you.
Sorry. Did you remember they actually had a McDonald's in Epcot? Or the fry stand? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Kingdom. I have a picture of Michaela, her first trip, 2.5 years old, eating McDonald's outside of Dinosaur.
Yeah.
The exit.
Yeah.
Those cement.
Yeah.
While we were on a ride, me and my sister and everybody that was on that trip with us, while we were on the ride, or coming off the ride, I have a picture of Michaela eating the McDonald's from there.
Yep.
Well, they all used to have a McDonald's in all the parks.
Yeah.
And then they
Was it all the parks? I remember Animal Kingdom. I don't remember.
There was
on Disney, but they had one there as well, I believe.
And there was a Frontierland McDonald's cart as well.
In Frontier. Yep. Right over by Pecos Bill. No, right over by Tortuga Tavern.
Yeah.
Right across. Now they do like waffle fries or something like that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
By Pirates.
they used to have it. Right when you went out when you walked into World Showcase, they used to have a fry stand back there.
Yeah.
I remember.
Those were great. I wish they were still there.
Yeah. It's great
I
when
mean, they come in. They
sure.
come in handy. Again, for me, anyways, they come in handy. I'm glad they're not in every park. I'd be happy if there was one in Disney Springs and I didn't have to go all the way to All Stars. 'Cause it's out there. It's not, it was nice. And Ethan was all excited. I can't hide this little chat. I feel like I'm trying to be able to see the rest of yous now, and it's like it won't disappear. Hide, yes, hide. Please hide. No, okay, but it's gonna stay there. When we stood at Animal Kingdom, Ethan's like, "Wow, Dad, it's right there. Look at that. We could just could almost walk to it from Animal Kingdom." Oh, no. This is awful. I think is it gone? Because it's still on my screen. My screen's very slow.
Well, I think what you have to do is just double click on it and it'll disappear.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or just click on it again.
Click on someone else's and
Well, that's what
the
I
one
just
that
did.
you
I
have
put the
there
phone
now.
with it.
Now click the BOMO one again, and it should disappear.
Forget it. Just leave it there. I already disappeared. I want to welcome in somebody else. I've been watching this guy for a little bit, and I don't know, whatever. I like him a lot, so I just asked him to come on. I want to turn this into a big
Jim.
stream.
All right, Jim.
Jim.
Hey, everybody.
And
how's it going?
since this
Thanks for having me.
since the beginning,
Oh,
since this person might as well just call her.
how's it going?
Party.
We are officially the Brady Bunch.
There we go.
Aw.
Brady Bunch.
Alice.
Let's see.
Jim,
This
Angela,
week we
happy
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter.
everybody.
we're usually talking nerd stuff right about this time every Sunday, so
We
you filled
are.
in the nerd void.
Yeah, I apologize for not watching much of that, but I don't understand it and I don't know it. So I will pop in, I will say hi, I will hit the like button, and I'm out. I don't know anything about those movies that you guys always talk about.
What,
Oh,
Lord of the
sure,
Rings?
so-
I know Dan knows them.
Nothing.
I am so there. Anything
Dan,
in
we've
Lord
been
of the
talking
Rings,
Lord of
I'm
the
there.
Rings. And then our last stream, it ended up coming up. They started talking about what's that storybook? Well, I can't remember. Once Upon a Time.
Oh, Once Upon a
They're going to
Time.
start talking about.
Show, yeah.
Oh my God! I think Mac has all kinds of stuff still in here. She's
This is
all her
why I
cosplay
like-
stuff is still here.
This is why I like talking about food. Stuff I
Yep.
know. Jim
That's
jumped
my
in and we were
geekdom.
talking about- Jim, what's your favorite restaurant? Let's get into food with Jim here.
Well, I'll tell you, with my family situation and living in Florida, I haven't been to a lot of resort restaurants. I've only been to a few. So my experience is really the restaurants in the park, a couple in Disney Springs. I think one of the really good ones in Disney Springs is Homecoming.
Yeah.
Had an awesome meal there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Fried chicken. Mm.
Yes.
yeah,
It's amazing.
Hoop-de-Doo and Trails End.
Yes.
We just love Fort Wilderness. So any excuse to spend time in Fort Wilderness, I'm there. So those are a couple of my favorite places. And then I kind of just like, maybe I mentioned this on Dan's show when I was a guest, but I just like hanging out at Sleepy Hollow
Yeah.
Refreshments just for a
Dan.
snack, whether it's a whether it's a funnel cake or a Nutella waffle. Just like sitting there and chilling out for a bit in the shadow of the castle. It's just makes me happy. So those are some of my favorites.
Trails End, best
Trails
breakfast on
End,
property.
Yeah,
Mm.
Hands down. And the best value.
Best value,
Yeah.
best breakfast.
Yeah,
I've never had breakfast
I
there. We
have-
only have dinner. I know.
Dude,
I
it's
know.
amazing.
It's so good.
Is it? Oh, we have to try it.
Oh,
Hi, Ethan.
I haven't had breakfast, but I had brunch,
brunch is good
which
too.
to me is the same
Okay.
thing.
Went
It's
to.
the extra of that chicken,
Yeah.
ribs,
The
with
chicken.
with some eggs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
And like Donna said, that's value. That's a restaurant that we always pay out of pocket. I won't waste the
Oh,
credit
yeah.
on it.
100%.
You know, it's so financially worth the
It's like 16 bucks.
The
It's
brunch?
nothing.
I know.
right for breakfast. I think the brunch is only 24 for an adult
Yeah.
and 16 for a child. Granted, I paid $16 for Ethan to eat a bowl of cereal, but again, I made up on it. Make up for it. But it's that's a good question. Let me bring that topic up, and we'll go around the order. Paying out of pocket. What besides Trails End? Let me get that one out of the way. Which restaurant paying out of pocket is worth the most for the money? If you understand the question,
Are we just talking sit down?
it could be a buffet, or it could be sit down, a quick service. Sit down, buffet, or let's go around the order. But I'm going to go on my screen. I don't know if your screen's the same. Dan, go ahead.
Well, how much time do you have?
Listen, I mean, I'm here as long as everybody wants to be here right now. So
I would say
I'm good.
Paying out of pocket can be tough on restaurants like Ohana or character meals and stuff like that, because you're not only just paying for the food, but you're paying for the experiences as well. So that I would maybe try, like if you're on the dining plan, that would be something I would probably use your dining credit on. But I would say more of the obscure restaurants, maybe like Boatwright's over at Port Orleans Riverside, or Olivia's, or Sebastian's, or some of the restaurants that are sort of off the beaten track. They're not your they're not your good Ohana's, they're not your Grand Floridian cafes.
What?
So check those out.
Mike Wheeler told me.
You're so beautiful.
Don't pout.
I love it.
Oh, you look great.
We'll be twins, sort of.
I can't get any of mine because they're all on the wall. They're all pinned up to the wall. So, Donna, what's your worth the money restaurant, Donna?
Okay, so mine's a little
Insane.
bit of a splurge, but it's worth it for me because Samantha eats her weight in crab. So I'm gonna say, Cape May Cafe, because it's all here to eat, and so you definitely can get your value there, especially with the crab.
It's a good choice.
Me and you, Sam. I already told you, Sam. Me and you.
Right, Crabathon,
Yep.
Tracy, 2020.
2020 Crabathon 2020.
Go ahead,
Three people in this chat will be sitting there for Crab Fest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, 4.
Yeah.
It won't be
2
me.
up here.
It won't be me. Trust
No,
me.
no.
Crab? No, I
Oh.
can't do crab.
Go ahead, Tracy.
All right. So here's my opinion on paying out of pocket. I would think, this is the way I look at it. If it takes 2 dining credits and the cost is not that much more expensive than just paying out of pocket. Like, in other words, Cinderella's Royal Table is going to cost you probably a little bit more than a regular sit-down meal, correct?
Yeah.
But they're going to charge you 2
Yes.
dining credits. Or say La Celliere. You go to La Celliere, you're paying for the experience. They're asking for 2 dining credits. Am I going to give up 2 dining credits if I'm on the meal plan for La Celliere, or if I could pay this out of pocket and use those 2 dining credits someplace else in 2 different restaurants?
Yeah.
So if you're looking at if you're paying if you had the dining plan, does that work out better for you? Do you see where I'm kind of that's my thought process.
Yeah.
So if I'm on a dining, when Mac was younger, or probably whenever soon, she wants to go to the Cinderella's Royal Table for breakfast, I'm going to pay 2 dining credits if I'm on there. I'd rather pay cash, or even Hoop-de-Doo. I'd rather still pay cash to watch Hoop-de-Doo and use those 2 dining credits that they were going to use, that I was going to pay for that, on Via Napoli and Cape May. I think those 2 restaurants are going to be worth a lot more out of that 1 single dining credit than using 2 for Hoop-de-Doo.
Okay. Well, we're dropping off
Agreed.
breakfast dinner. We'll be back in a little bit.
Okay.
I think it also depends.
That's
on
my
how much,
opinion.
I think it also depends on how much you're going to eat. So, I mean, I'd do similar thing if I was going to say California Grill for brunch. Then actually, brunch is quite a good value at California Grill, and then you can use those 2 credits on other restaurants if you're going to eat, at more restaurants. So, yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Jim, what do you got?
I'll tell you, back in May, God, it's almost been a year. My wife and I stopped eating meat. Consequently, our selections dried up. We don't have quite the menu we used to have. But I'm going to give you a place that's actually in Disneyland, actually a California Adventure, the Lamplight Lounge. When I was there in August, I got the ratatouille. I never had ratatouille before, but it's just this, it's almost like stir fry. I don't know. It's like chopped vegetables, eggplant, peppers, mushrooms, whatever. It was fantastic. And I didn't break the bank. And maybe it helped that I was with so many friends. But it was just maybe the most enjoyable meal I've ever had on Disney property. Any Disney property. So if I could break the rules, I'm going to go Anaheim and say the Lamplight Lounge in Disney California Adventure. That was for my trip. That was the most enjoyable meal. And I went to the Blue Bayou and other places, but that was my favorite meal. So, and it was, I think, reasonably priced. So I'll say that.
So Jim, was it like the scene from Ratatouille when he took a bite of or from Remy, when he took a bite of the ratatouille and he just dropped the fork? Remember? Did you see that movie? I don't know if you guys saw it.
I love that movie.
I just saw it recently.
Yeah, he took a bite of it and it just took him back to his childhood. He dropped the fork.
It was good. I don't know if it was that good, but
it wasn't drop the fork good.
It wasn't drop the fork good, but so few things are.
Yeah.
But I loved it. It was great.
I remember.
And Angela.
Okay, so I would say for me, I feel like Via Napoli is worth. So you can get, unless you want to get like unless you want to get pasta or like a dish for yourself. I think it's very reasonable for a sit down. And I almost, if I had the dining plan, which we don't do it anymore just because we just tend not to do the dining plan. I don't know if I would use a credit on that. I would almost pay out of pocket for Via Napoli, save that credit if you want to do a 2-credit place. I don't know. I think it's very reasonably priced for a sit down. So that's just my opinion.
So let's just say Angela's on a complete opposite, a different opinion on the meal credits than I am.
Yeah. So you would use a meal credit on Via Napoli.
No, actually, I just meant Via Napoli because that was on the tip of my head. Personally I like Garden Grill. If I had a choice of using Garden Grill.
Yeah.
Now see, Garden Grill, that's when you would want to use your credit because it's more expensive.
But it's only one.
I mean?
But it's
only one. That's right. I would use if I had 2 credits, I would use it for Le Cellier. I would go to Le Cellier with my 2, and then I would pay out of pocket for Via Napoli. Because I think Le Cellier, if you're going to pay that out of pocket, that's steep, isn't it? Isn't it pretty steep?
I've never ate there, so I'm just saying.
Okay. Yeah. That's
Dan,
funny.
is this steep? Yeah.
It's
it depends on if you're going to go 3 courses like me, and then you have to go to the bank to get a loan.
Yeah.
because after I eat at Le Cellier, I do have to go to the bank and have to get a loan.
Well, you're paying minimum $40, I think, for a steak. And that's the small steak. So if
Yeah.
It's a fillet, yeah.
you're you're going to go get the best one they have. That's probably $50 or more just for the steak. So if you want dessert and like the beer cheese soup, which is so good too,
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
And the pretzel bread.
Yes.
See,
Sorry.
I'm with Angela on my thought of mind of, like Via Napoli. To me, it's so worth spending the money because it's not expensive. You
Right.
can get the largest pizza, feed 4 people, and it's good. It's good pizza,
And you
really
can
good
share it.
pizza.
And you share it. Yes.
And you can,
Yes.
a family of 4, I wouldn't waste a credit on Via Napoli with a family of 4, where you can spend $48. Can't believe I'm saying that. $48 on a large pizza and feed the family. By the time you're out of there with drinks and whatnot, I mean, we don't drink alcohol, but sodas. You're close to $100 with tip, which is fine. And just like I go back to Trails End, I paid out of pocket. I think it cost me $110 for brunch for 4 of us.
Yep.
That is so
It's not
much
bad.
better,
Trails End
not
is-
easier, but better than wasting the 4 credits that I could have used on Garden Grill,
Yes.
a Cape May. You
Yes.
know?
Yes.
But if I was paying out of pocket for, just the food wise for me, I would say, one of the buffets, but like one of the good buffets, like a Cape May. Cape May to me is worth, and again, I can't believe I'm saying that either, but $60 for an adult.
Yeah.
I can eat $60 worth of food at Cape May.
Kenzie,
I know.
Kenzie killed at least 6 to 8 halves of crab the last time we were at Cape May.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think
Yeah.
we're going back? We're hopefully crossing our fingers going to be there in July, right? We have it set up that we're going to meet Donna Arjans, Samantha. I think Nick's going to be there, right?
Yep.
Angela, Jeff, and their ones are going to be there, and me. So it's going to be a huge, just a big pile of empty crab legs in the center of this person's table, and they're going to be like,
I'm telling you, they won't know what hit them.
Yes. All I know is Abby needs to learn. I say Abby needs to learn how to crack her own because Jeff usually does both of theirs, and he just likes to get in the groove. She's gonna have to learn how to do her own. So.
she's 13. It's time.
That's right. It's time.
Donna knows what I'm talking about now. We have a place up here in Rhode Island called a Nordic Lodge.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if Sam remembers. Yeah. It's between $98 to $105 a person right now. It's a buffet.
Yeah.
With all you can eat lobsters. And I mean whole 2-pound lobsters at least. King crab legs, Alaskan king crab legs, not the ones Disney serves. We're talking about deadliest catch king crab legs.
Yeah.
Filet mignon, New York strips, all you can eat. You have 2 hours to eat. People look at me and say, I'm crazy. You're spending $98 on food. I'm sorry. I can eat $98 in food in 2 hours at that place.
Yeah.
You can have 2 lobsters in a steak, and there's your $98. That I'm just bringing that up because in 2 hours, you only get 2 hours to eat. They throw you out in 2 hours. Well, I'm not saying it's going to take me all 2 hours to eat that, but you have 2 hours to eat, so you can eat $98. That was my point about. I'm just making that point about Cape May.
Mm-hmm.
People call me crazy for spending that money up here, but it's you can eat it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's so worth
And they're not throwing you out after 2 hours.
Nope.
Not at Cape May. No.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
So
there's
guys,
going to be a lot of butter.
So whenever
I have to actually go because I've got to make my Easter dinner. But it was great meeting all of you guys.
You too, Donna.
What are you eating,
Hi,
Donna?
Donna.
Well, I'm making a honey baked ham mashed
Oh,
potatoes, brown sugar glazed carrots, green beans, and Parker House rolls.
yum.
I'm now hungry again.
I
Send
might
us
be a
some.
little bit hungry now again. We just had
But
Steve.
thanks for having me, Carlos. This was so much fun.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Don. I appreciate it. I've been dying to have you on and saying hi. And like I said earlier in the stream, when I put together this, whatever we can do, even though we're doing it now, the foodie stream, I'll send you out a link and we'll figure out a good day
That sounds
for
great.
everybody.
All right.
Awesome.
Happy
Bye,
Easter,
Donna.
right?
Bye, Sam.
Happy
Thanks.
Easter.
Happy
Bye,
Easter.
Donna. Bye,
Happy
Bye,
Easter,
Donna.
Donna.
Bye, Sam.
Miss you guys.
Bye.
They're so nice.
They are, yeah. I'm going back to Jim real quick. Jim brought up the Disneyland restaurant. You said you don't visit many resort restaurants. Is that what it was?
Yeah. I haven't actually been to many sit-down restaurants in the park now that I think about it either. Just with our family and living so close, we're not often guests at the resorts, and we also don't stay there. I guess I just said that. We don't stay there, but we also just because we're usually with my daughter, so we have a limited time where she's agreeable to be at Disney World. She has special needs if nobody knows what I'm talking about. But so consequently, we don't eat at a lot of sit down restaurants. I'm sorry. Continue.
No. What's your quick service then?
Quick service.
I'll put you-
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
might regret
mentioned
coming up.
enjoying Sleepy Hollow. I also in the Magic Kingdom love Columbia Harbor House.
Yeah.
Since I was a little kid, loved that place. I love the smell of that place. There's a unique
Am I the only
Columbia
one that
Harbor House
doesn't-
smell.
Yes.
But
I'm the only one.
and then before I hopped on with you guys, I mentioned my favorite meal at Docking Bay 7 in Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I might have to say that Docking Bay 7 right now I'm craving it right now. It's a fantastic plant-based meal for me. And so and I've gotten it like 3 times. So I'll say that right now. What the heck? Docking Bay 7.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Jim, if you don't know, I'm a foodie. So, a lot of my streams lead to foods. And then when I have Dan on, it doesn't lead to it, just happens to
It
be.
just happens.
It has to be talked about.
There's no point talking
Dan-
about anything else.
It's part of the YouTube bylaws.
It's just, yeah,
Okay.
it's something about me and Dan. We're on together. Even with Angela and Jeff, I had them on my show on Saturday morning, and we started off talking about one thing. It's an hour and a half long. I think 45 minutes of it was spent on food.
Yeah.
It's just I said it earlier. I know Disney, been enough times, but food is something I'm very comfortable talking about when it comes to Disney.
Passionate. It's just like watching Dreaming with the Mouse. When those two channels get together and they talk, they end up somewhere along the line talking about bathrooms.
Yes. Well, Mama and Papa Mouse warned us from the beginning when we talked about doing this collaboration, Dreaming with the Mouse. They said we are not foodies, and they said that's one thing we don't really talk about is food. And I'm like, we'll figure something else out, But it is fun to talk. I love talking about food. So
Well,
So do I.
maybe we'll figure something out, Angela and Jeff. We'll even though he's not there, I keep saying Jeff's name. Well, maybe we can collaborate on something with food.
foodie corner. We need a
Foodie
foodie
corner.
Foodie
Disney
corner.
foodie corner.
Well, it's such a prime topic because there's no shortage of ever-changing brand new items
Yes.
at Walt Disney World with the
Yes.
Epcot festivals and recently all the new restaurants in the new resorts, and it just
Yes.
it's an endless source of content for us, and we love
Absolutely.
it. We love talking about it and sharing what our favorite things are. It's great. More
Yeah.
power to us.
I agree.
the
I
food-
agree.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the Flower and Garden Festival since 2008, So, and back then, I'll be honest with you, if anybody can correct me, or maybe I just wasn't looking for it. I don't remember food booths back in 2008.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
a
I'm wrong.
more recent
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah, more
You know, Food and Wine
Okay.
had them all the
Yeah.
time, and now they all do because Disney realized, oh, this is a huge
That's the money
moneymaker for us.
Yeah, because everyone.
And
needs to
then
eat.
we all love it. I love it. I love
Yes.
having those
Oh,
food booths there for
I
every
said it
on-
festival.
I said it on a stream not too long ago. I think it was with Dan. You know, we're always on a dining plan, and my son doesn't eat snacks. He's not a nice nothing popcorn and none of it. I myself, I'll have a Mickey bar once a trip. I'll out of my snacks on snack, I will use maybe 2 credits. Mikhail and Suzanne, it's a whole different story. They'll use all their snack credits just at Starbucks on this very large drink that they get. I don't even know what the heck it is. Yeah,
Java
and so
chip.
It's just sugar.
we waited in line. I waited in longer lines at Starbucks for them than what we do on rides.
Java chip.
Okay.
Java chip.
But, I
That's,
say-
that's what we get. Java
save
chip.
all- Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but they get. But I save all my credits for Food and Wine Festival.
Yep.
Me and my wife, my wife, not much her, more me. I can go a whole day. We'll do our Epcot day, and I'll save a good 20 credits and
I-
just go to every booth.
Yes.
I mean, that's
Even
what
if I don't
happened.
like
Yeah.
I will get it because that's why I save the credits. And I have a very high palate. You know, I love taste. I love every taste. Taste. You know, I enjoy that. So I will go to the. You know, what was it? Dan loves Sanaa for the bread service.
Yeah.
Well, the booth for wine, I can't remember which one. Had some kind of bread service with some dips.
I think it was
And
Africa.
I
Was
said
it
myself, I said,
Africa?
well,
It could be Africa. Yeah.
It might have been. It might have been. Yeah, and I got that, and they also had some lamb little thing to try, and I got them both. Don't get me wrong, I didn't like it. I didn't like either one, but I enjoyed trying it.
Mhm.
I enjoyed trying it. I didn't mind spending the credits because that's what I saved them for. So the Food and Wine is that's why we try to go every November and December. One, because we love the Christmas,
I
but we
totally
catch the end
agree.
of Food and Wine.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you, I save a good 20 credits, and that's just for myself. I save 20 credits and just go and stop here. You know, I'll go on the ride, come back, I'll try a little something else. You know, my go-to lately has been the crab cakes. Crab cakes at the Food and Wine Festival. Oh, look at Dan's feet.
I actually
Love it.
remember when we were last August, because I actually really don't like shellfish. I have sort of this weird phobia to shellfish, and we were at the Beverly Challenge, and I was talking to, I think it was Dole Whip Dad, and I had the camera like facing us, and I just see Dave from Brandy and Dave come in like a hermit with crab cakes, and I go, Dave, what you got? He goes, crab cakes, and I'm like, ugh. I'm just like, yep, I know Dave. Dave loves his crab cakes.
But there's such a wide, those food booths. There's such a wide selection.
Well,
Yeah.
and you hit it on the head. It's fun. It's fun to be able to try without breaking the bank. I mean, now the prices are creeping up a little bit more. Things are used to be able to get some items for like $4.50, and now they're all kind of closer to $8. But it's still fun. So if there's something you're iffy about, you can try it and not feel too bad that you've wasted a lot of money. But like you said, it's such a blast trying these new things, and
Yes.
and that's what makes those festivals so fun.
Yep. That's true.
100%.
If nobody heard in the beginning, I always do the dining plan. Pay for it, or when it's offered for free, we always do the dining plan. Not because we find it financially wise, smart. It's just the convenience. That's one thing me and Suzanne always. There's no discussion about it. Dining plan we're gonna get because it's convenient. I love just going to a restaurant, or even now Michaela's older, sending Michaela out. Go get your snacks. Go get your meal. You know, if she wants to go eat something different, go do it. It's there. It's on a Magic Band. Just go, and I don't have to always be. You know, like if we didn't do the dining plan, of course we'd have money set aside to eat. and I'm one of those where I'm always looking at the bank accounts. So it's like at the end of every day, I'd be going into the bank account. What did we spend? How much money's left? What's there. With the dining plan, I don't have to do any of that. It's gone. It's eat whatever you want. When the credits are gone, then we'll spend money. If they're not gone, which they're usually not, we always have some money left over.
Exactly.
But Jim, you just said about your prices are going up.
Mhm.
With the snack credit, great. You can try whatever you want. You can try that $10 or $9 snack or that $4, and you don't feel it because it was a snack credit. I know I paid for it 6 months ago before we got to this trip, but it's not a feel as if you're saying, here's my credit card, here's my wallet, here's some cash, and it's a different feeling when you have the dining plan than what it is when you're spending cash on it.
Yep.
Do they still have the cards that you can at the festivals? That is the cards where you can load money on.
Yep.
You can load cards.
Like I had done that at the beginning or a few years ago. Used to do that. It was like an arcade. I'd load up my card and I'd go to the food booths, and it was not like I'm spending money. So that's another way they got me. But now I'm using Apple Pay. It's so cool to use Apple Pay at the food booths.
Oh,
Kind
you
of
can do
kind
that.
of the same thing. Yeah.
You could do that now? Because I know we usually, when we were staying on property, we would use our Magic Bands. But now that we have our house down there, we won't be, we won't have a Magic Band to charge on. And I've been using, pulling out the credit card each time. That's a pain in the neck. So you said we could do Apple, because I could do Apple Pay off of my watch.
Yeah.
So that's almost like having a Magic Band now.
And it's great because you can touch
It's
less
not the
things.
It's not the
Okay.
same.
It's not the
Why, Angela?
I mean, I have.
Why
What's
would
that?
you not have your Magic Band?
Well, I would have
said
a
you were
Magic Band, but if we're not staying on property, you can't charge to it. You see what I mean? Because
that's right.
Oh,
yeah, see, we
Okay,
wouldn't have
I
a
see.
credit card tied to it. I mean, maybe someday they'll let you tie a credit card to your Magic Band, even if you're not on not staying at a resort. But if you're staying at the resort, it's tied to your Magic Band and you can charge. So, yeah.
I didn't know that. That was one thing I wasn't aware of. That either way you couldn't have, like with annual pass holders. So you say with annual pass holders that live or Florida
Yes.
residents.
Yes.
I guess Jim would. Well, you're one too now, but
Yes.
Jim can answer this. If you're a Florida resident, you can't have a credit card on your Magic Band. Like Josh. Josh doesn't have a
Correct.
credit card on his Magic Band.
No.
No.
Unless
That's dumb.
he happens to be staying at a resort, and then
Right.
he can for the length of his stay. But that's it.
Yes. Yes.
That's it.
See, I thought you could tie it in because you're an annual pass holder. It would tie to your pass.
No.
No, huh?
That
Come on,
might be
Disney, work
something
on
they
that.
should think about. Yes, because I tell you, people would be charging a lot more.
Right, at least for the annual pass holders. I mean, they know you have that annual pass. It's in their system. It's not like me buying a 2-day pass every once a month to go to, if I was
Yeah.
living down there and didn't afford the annual pass.
Yes.
Go ahead. I already forgot his name. Tracy.
Tracy.
Now,
I used to have so many people.
if you're staying at the Swan and Dolphin, you can't use your Magic Band for charging either.
Mm.
So it can't even be a
Because our
good
land-
neighbor property.
Because it's not. Yeah, it's not a Disney
No.
property.
Because like when we were down there for January and we stayed in the Dolphin at the last minute. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
We booked the trip down there in January,
Oh, yeah.
last minute, like serious last minute, and we stayed at the Dolphin. And the only thing we could use our Magic Band for was to get into the park. Everything else, then that's when we were there for the Festival of the Arts, and that's when we bought the little wristband, loaded up a lot of money on that wristband, and went around, bought art, bought drinks, bought snacks, and I ate a lot at that Festival of the Arts. And the two down there can tell you I ate a lot because they watched me eat a lot when I was down there.
We're talking about
Hi,
food.
Pam.
We're talking about
Yeah,
food.
you know what, Pam? I just noticed Pam was here. Hi, Pam. Welcome in. Happy Easter. I think everybody else I already said hi to. And everybody's talking and asking questions. But somebody just had a question that I caught. Or did I highlight it? Oh yeah, I did highlight it. I'm trying to look at that screen. I highlighted it here. where can you get the best club sandwich at Disney?
If Pam is ever in Disney World, I will buy her a club sandwich.
Best
From
club
where?
Sandwich.
Seriously, my
Club.
wife just had one in July.
Buy her any sandwich she
The
wants.
restaurant we had a very bad experience at this restaurant. Very bad. It ruined our trip, but the club sandwich was really good, and that was at the Plaza.
Oh wow.
Plaza restaurant had a really good turkey.
I remember we were
club sandwich.
talking about this. Yeah.
Yes, I remember him
Yes.
talking about this too. They didn't. Your
I
daughter's
will tell the
16th
story
birthday trip, right?
as short as possible. Yes, we went down in July for Michaela's Sweet 16. It was a quick trip, 4-day trip, and we asked her for your birthday because we will be down there for your birthday. Where would you like to eat dinner? I'll pay out of pocket, restaurant wise. Let's keep it, feasible. I don't want to be dropping $300 on dinner. Me and my wife gave her some options, and she picked the Plaza. We figured it'd be in the Magic Kingdom, so she's like, "Let's go to the Plaza." It also had a turkey club that she loves. Turkey clubs. I don't even call it a turkey club. She loves turkey and bread. Okay, take everything else. But yeah, long story short, we were there for her birthday. We were hoping. We let the waitress know we're here for her birthday, Sweet 16. She's got the pin. She's got the ears we ordered in a special box that was delivered to the room. We ate dinner, and waitress came over. Would you like dessert? We were full. The girls had milkshakes, unlimited milkshakes. Before I know it, the waitress is like, "Okay, well, here's your check." In the meantime, throughout the whole dinner, there had to have been a good 6 birthdays in there. Not counting my daughters. Every single one of them got sung happy birthday to. The mayor came out. If anybody knows the restaurant, the mayor came out into the restaurant and, picked on a couple of them. "Oh, look, it's this one's birthday." Nothing. My daughter got nothing. Not even a happy birthday from the waitress. From the waitress. We told her it's her birthday. It was like, "Oh, okay, good. Do you know what you want to drink?" Right off the bat, something was telling me, like, this is not going to work out.
Wow.
Something's not. Yeah, it was awful.
That's
Listen,
really crazy to hear that.
And you're off. Dan's not. Jim's the father, and if Jeff was still there, the father instinct in me, when I saw the tears in my daughter, when I saw the tears in my daughter's friend, and my wife about the ball, my wife was turning red because she was just furious. It was like, "Okay, here's your check, pay and go."
See,
Yeah, the father in me got, which I usually don't in Disney unless something really stupid happens. But the father in me just said, "Yeah, this is not going to end this way because I want to take care of it."
yeah.
I literally grabbed the manager by the wrist. I says, "I need to talk to you outside. I'm not going to do it in here. I need to talk to you outside."
Yeah.
And I explained nicely because it wasn't the manager's fault, but just like I just said the story here, this and this happened. 6 kids got sung happy birthday to. Did I have to buy a dessert for her to get sung to? And the manager didn't even answer me. She's like, "Technically, no. Did you tell the wait?" I'm like, "Did I tell the waitress?" "Yes, we did." And here's the pin, here's the hat, we couldn't have, unless we had a big poster board, there was no other way for you to know it was her birthday.
Right.
We sure, because that's what it was
Yeah.
on her birthday, literally on the day. That was the restaurant she picked. And we figured, okay, they're going to do something for her birthday. Just sing happy birthday. Bring a cake, not a cake out, a little ice cream.
Yeah.
And if I knew I had to buy dessert, I would have bought dessert. If the waitress would have said, "Well, buy a dessert and we'll bring a candle up." Perfect. Put a dessert on my bill. What's another $20? I don't care.
Yeah.
Make my daughter's birthday special. This is why we're here. I can see if we weren't here for this, this is why we came here and nothing. The manager apologized wholeheartedly. She, wasn't her fault. She ended up giving my daughter, she asked my daughter, "What do you like?" My daughter's like, "What do you mean, what do you like?" "Well, we wanted to help, get you something. What do you like?" So my daughter likes ears. So she gave my daughter Dan might know because he worked there. Want to, write out slips, go buy, ears at any of the stores. So she bought her ears. Again, the father in me came out. I said, "Yeah, ears ain't going to do it." And I'm sorry, we got offered fast passes. Please, Disney, stop offering fast passes for everything.
I know.
It does not fix everything. If the ride broke down, give me a fast pass. breaking my daughter's heart, a fast pass is not going to take care of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can give me unlimited fast passes for the rest of my trip and ain't going to take care of it.
Yeah.
Not this. Not something like this.
Yep.
No,
So I took to Twitter. I went Twitter. I tagged, everybody knows on Twitter you can tag the guest services. And I went all out. I turned red. I got furious. I took to Twitter. And before I know it, I'm getting phone calls from Disney trying to sort this out.
Wow.
They kept asking, what do I want? I'm like, I'm not greedy. I'm not asking for anything. You need to fix this. It was lunchtime. So I said, you know what? Book me a dinner. And I told them, I'm not paying for it. You guys fix this. Book me a dinner. I did say it free of charge. You guys take care of it. You want to make it up? Do it. Book me a dinner where you guys can make it up to my daughter. Sing her happy birthday.
Yes.
They didn't want to do that. They couldn't do that. I said, you know what? Whatever. I said, give me my money back then. I'll go to dinner somewhere else and I'll pay for the need. And I'll do it again. And I'm getting furious now. My headphones are falling off. I didn't do that. We ended up with the ears. And it was like 6:30 at night. But I'm playing. They kept calling me, sending me messages on Twitter. It was by 6 o'clock at night. I think they're like, well, I ended up settling for, and I said before about Fantasmic, the front row seats at Fantasmic, right in the middle. That area, and free snacks for everybody, unlimited snacks for everybody during the show. Again, wasn't enough to make up for anything because the day was ruined. The trip was ruined. I'll admit it. The trip. You're in Disney. We love Disney, but the trip was ruined because the only reason we took that trip was because Michaela decided instead of having a Sweet 16 party like she asked, she wanted it, but we gave her the option. Let's go to Disney with the family, and you can bring a friend or two. We'll pay.
Yeah.
It was still cheaper than the Sweet 16 party, believe it or not. But this is why we were here in Disney. Well, I'm sorry, that waitress ruined the trip.
Yeah.
I know it's a long story. I know it's pretty long, but
I may not be a father, but I was a cast member, and that sickens me because we go through so much training to treat. We get taught that every single guest, no matter who they are, no matter how old they are, no matter whatever, everyone is treated like a VIP. It doesn't matter who it is. You need to go out of your way to be, for them. It doesn't matter. You need to make sure, because how would you know, as speaking as a cast member, how would you know that family have saved up for 10, 20 years to get to Disney World, and then you ruin it like that? I mean, you have no idea. They may go there every day. They may go there every 10 years. You don't know.
Right.
And that sickens me because my journey to get to Disney was so long, and every single day I put in 110%. I made sure that every guest I spoke to was having a great day. If it was somebody's birthday, I'd give them a birthday button or a birthday or something to celebrate. And I, for me, it's not just working for Disney. I'm actually working for Walt Disney. Like, having my name underneath that man's name is the most honorful thing I could ever think of. I doing something for my idol. So to hear a story like that breaks my heart, because that person clearly, doesn't put in that Walt Disney magic that that cast member should. Now, maybe she was having an off day. I don't know, but that's still not an excuse. You are on stage. You are performing. That's why it's on stage and backstage. It's not, I'm going to work. I'm going to make some magic, because that's what we're here for. And it just really upsets me when I hear these terrible stories of cast members really not pulling their weight and not, just taking it to, where, Disney is known for their customer service. And that is not hitting those marks, because you want those people to have the most amazing magical time. And I feel sorry about that experience, and I wasn't even there. So
listen, and it was the only bad experience. Go ahead, Trace.
That does seem just like a bad experience. And I tell you what, you're going to remember that waitress, the way that trip was,
Yeah.
because it was that bad of experience. But you know what? If she would have turned that around, we have this one waiter that we still remember, and Mac, or I mean, I'm sorry, Ken's was dressed up as Tinkerbell this year, and it had to have been, or that one year, and that had to have been years ago, and I still remember that waiter's name, that experience. It was at Crystal Palace. It was at dinner. This guy named Kip was our waiter, and hands down, probably the best waiter we've ever had, because the interaction between him and my daughter, it was just a complete turnaround 180 from what you had than what we had. In fact, we hit guest services. We did the old cast recognition. That guy went up and out of his way. That's what I remember. Unfortunately for you, you have that remembrance of that. The chances of you going back to the plaza is a lot less. The chances, because of that one waitress.
No, you're right. I have no intent, and the food was all right. It's not the best to me. It's not the best restaurant on any property, on the whole property. But it was, again, we picked it. She picked it. Financial wise, I'll say it was because we gave her some choices. I didn't want to spend so much money, but it was that one. But you're right. We've had my personal experience. So many nice cast members that we have given so many cast compliments about. Just a cleaning lady. I don't know what they're called. They're all cast members, but a cleaning lady on at Peckle Bill.
Yeah,
very nice lady. This last in July. I wish I can remember the story totally, but I remember her. I went and throw something out. She was standing by the barrel, and she said something funny to me about my wife, because I think I gave her a kiss on her forehead or something because we were joking around. But she just interacted with me, this cast member, her and this other lady. It was great. And I looked at their name tags, and boom, we left the restaurant. Cast compliment. It was that little interaction. It was so little. She probably said 5 or 6 words to me, looked at my wife from a distance, laughed at her, and said something towards her, made my wife laugh, and it was like, boom, that was great. I'm leaving this place, and here's a cast compliment just because this lady spent 45 seconds saying a few words.
Yeah.
And but kind words and funny words. It was great. I have a ton of those, a ton. But Tracy's right. I am going to remember this one waitress for the rest of my life. If she's there, if she's not, I don't know. But this story will be told to my daughter's kids, when she takes them to Disney. That's stuck to me so hard.
Yeah.
It's tough to talk about it now. It sucks. Plain and simple.
Hey Carlos, I'm gonna have to say my adieus.
Yeah,
it's getting kind of late here, so it's gone.
What time is it now out there?
It's gone 10 o'clock in the evening, so I'm gonna have to say my au revoirs. But thank you so much for inviting me on. It was so good to see everybody. So good to see everybody here. But thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah,
Good to
Dan,
see
thanks
you,
for
Dan.
popping on. Yeah, my wife already into the door too to figure out what we're doing for dinner. I know it's your bedtime, but it's our dinner time.
Not my bedtime. Not my bedtime yet. But
Bringing it back to food.
But it's really good to see everybody, and I hope everyone has a really lovely rest of their Easter, and
You as well.
and hopefully everyone stays safe.
You as well, Dan. Thanks for popping
All
in.
right, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll
Bye.
talk to you guys soon. All right, see you guys.
Bye, Dan.
Yeah, Dan. So yeah, thanks for letting me vent there about that story, but that,
No, I remember you venting about it the other time, the first time, and it's so weird, I know, like, sometimes you don't expect it all the time. Like the last trip that we went in August, we last year me and Billy celebrated 25 years marriage. Yes, that's right. I'm young, and we got married young, but we did 25 years. When she made the reservation, she was like, "Oh, celebrating 25 years." There was nothing, no upgrades, but we weren't expecting that. We just let them know that this were the things that were going on those years. Like when we're making our trip this year, Grant Kenzie graduating, we'll just give those information to them when we have when she'll make those reservations. And if nothing comes of it, nothing comes of it. When my daughter turned 10 and we did her surprise birthday party, we expected a little bit more. We did like Crystal Palace at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So she had, on her 10th birthday, we have a picture of her in front of the castle with nobody behind her, which is almost hard to do unless you get that early reservation.
Wow.
Right.
That's cool.
And now look at her.
Well, let me ask, just because I love hearing Jim's voice. Jim, any bad experience? Not even
Yes. Well, yes, I think we all have had less than great experiences, but the great experiences far outweigh the bad ones. I'll tell you our bad one. It's really quick. The one I can think of. When we take my daughter to the parks, she doesn't require a wheelchair, but when we go to the parks, that's too much walking for her. So we have I guess what's called a transport chair, where it looks like a lawn chair with wheels on it. So we take that. So we love going on the People Mover. And it seems like every time we go on and we're there with my daughter and her chair, the procedure is a little different, I guess, depending on who the cast member is working the bottom of the ramp there. There happened to be, the line was a little bit long, so there happened to be 2 cast members working the People Mover. And the one said, yeah, you can keep her in her chair until she's ready to get on the ramp, the moving walkway that goes up to the People Mover. And then you, meaning me, can run the chair over to the stroller area. So that's what we were doing. Well, the other cast member that was actually at the bottom of that ramp was giving us a hard time, like wanted us to get out of line, or I don't remember what it was. Like, you're not supposed to have this chair in the line, or something like that. And it was she was a young cast member, but very power mad. I don't know what her deal was, but it just soured our day. It's like, wait a minute, we're doing exactly what we were told to do, and now you're telling us to do something else. So we actually spoke to a manager about that particular cast member, just saying, listen, we were more complaining about the not the cast member herself, but more of just the inconsistency of the rules or what we're told about handicap accessibility or stuff like that. So hopefully when we approached a manager about that, they could discuss it, and hopefully things will get better. But that cast member was very surly. But that's one example out of so many wonderful cast members treating us well, or we walk by Anti-Gravities and somebody comes out, hey, princess, thought you might like this hot fudge sundae. What? It's, yeah, thank you. What's your name? Yeah. So, they're not perfect. They strive for perfection, but every once in a while, things are less than great, but more often than not, it's magical, and we just need to vent about it, like you said. So my wife and I still talk about that when we approach the People Mover. I wonder if what's her name's here. So
yeah,
but
that's
it's usually
walking by the five.
yeah, but it's for the most part great.
I can say I don't think I could draw on one bad experience that's happened to where it would stick out in my mind. And not all of them been super great, but I haven't one where I don't think I have one where it's like, I maybe not yet. I mean, or I just can't think of one right now.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of arguments with Ken. I remember a lot of arguments with Kenzie back when she was young and she wanted to spend all my money, but you know, we figured out how to take care of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Have you, well, since we're on the topic, Angela, have you guys had like, I mean, like Jim said, the great ones outweigh the bad ones.
Yeah.
But have you had like that one experience that it's like, oh, you know?
No, and that's funny because I can't think of one. And I know we've had like just like little things here and there. Like we for my 50th birthday, we were going to stay at Beach Club and we were paying out of pocket. Like we have the Disney Vacation Club. We weren't able to get a room with our points. So we ended up just paying out of pocket, and we ended up just in the room was not very nice. And I just, we asked about switching rooms. They didn't have any available. I mean, we were paying, Beach Club isn't cheap,
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that's really the only thing I can think of. And I think it's because, like you said, there are so many of the positive experiences that outweigh the negative ones. And that at this point, I miss Disney so much. It's like, I'll take anything at this point. Even you could put me in that room at Beach Club. I don't care. So, but yeah, there's really nothing that stands out in my mind that's, really, otherwise, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I would still go back, obviously, but there's nothing really that stands out in my mind like, wow, that was just so bad.
Yeah, great restaurant. I wouldn't be saying I wouldn't go back, but the Plaza, and not to be rude, but the Plaza to me is just an overrated quick service restaurant.
Yeah, I agree.
An upgraded, quick service. Whatever.
We've never eaten. We've never eaten there.
The menu is minimal.
Yeah, it is. It's small too, not much seating.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think I had the steak and cheese sub.
Mhm.
For like $16, $17. I'm sorry. The roast beef sandwich at Be Our Guest was better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it's just an overrated restaurant. It really is. So nothing I'd go back run into. And again, bad experience makes it even worse. I mean, if it was Kate May, my favorite, of course I'd be going back and just making sure I don't get that waitress again.
Yeah.
What I would be. But again, we've hit it over and over. The good ones outweigh the bad ones. I have a great one from when we went for our 10-year anniversary. Magic bands weren't working. We were at Pop Century. It was a quick 4-day trip. As it was when we landed, my wife has vertigo, so we had 4 hours of just sitting still because she was a mess.
Right.
But we get to the park, nothing's working. Quick bands ain't working, can't get in the park. Finally, they let us in the park. Manager says everything's fixed. Okay, we go. It's lunchtime. We go have lunch. We can't use our credits because the Magic Bands ain't working again. So it was just a crappy day. We ended up going to in the evening. We ended up going to Port Orleans because I said let's go to Port Orleans, Riverside, which is our favorite resort. Let's go there, see it, and then we'll take the bus over to Disney Springs. While we're there, I said, let me go see if management can help me with the Magic Bands before we hit Springs, or we're not going to be able to purchase anything. Long story short, got to the manager. Manager's like, sure, we'll take care of it. It took an hour and a half to fix it. They couldn't figure out what was wrong. Manager ended up reimbursing giving us extra credits, snacks and dinner, even though we didn't need it. Gave us that. Gave us passes. It was one of the first. That's how far back we're going. One of the first late night, the extra magic hours. It was actually one of the first for that party. Gave us passes to that. Real nice. Him and the lady that was helping us. Real nice. And he asked, he's like, anything else can we help you with? Because they finally took care of it. Anything else you can help with? I said, joking around, I says, well, this is our favorite resort. We're at Pop Century. How about we can stay here? I was just joking. I had my phone in my hand already, my key, whatever I had in my hands, I was already put in my pockets, ready to walk away. And he's like, hold on a second. Goes to a different computer. Gives me a little paper, no bigger than this. If anybody's used the cabs there. Says, bring this to the cab up. Give it right at Pop Century. Bring your luggage downstairs. They're going to send it over here. I said, what are you talking about? He's like, these guys come stay with us. I was
Where were you staying?
We're Pop Century.
Where were you staying before?
We were staying at Pop Century. We were moving to Port Orleans, Riverside. I said it joking around. I wasn't looking for it, but when you asked me what else you want, I mean, if I would have, if I really would have said it, I'd be like, yeah, bring me to the beach club on a Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
Florida is our favorite. I said, joking around, I was ready to go. Suzanne, I told her everything's fixed. Let's get on the boat. Let's go do some shopping. It was our shopping day. It was the first day. We had just arrived. We were going to do shopping that day, so we didn't have to worry about it. Joking around, he's like, here you go. Bring this to the cab. Go to Pop. Get your luggage. Bring it downstairs, and everything. Your room's ready when you get here. I'm like,
So what I got,
joking. And no joke. I mean, you got those great stories, those cast members that go far and beyond
Mhm.
to make your trip.
Yes.
There's a lot of. Now I'm gonna let.
so what I got from that.
Go ahead.
So what I got from that story was, when something's going wrong, I go to the Grand Floridian's desk and complain there and say, if there anything you could do for us, I'm like, well, you know what you could do? This is my favorite resort. I would always love to stay here.
Work the system.
You're laughing, but I thought of that. I thought of that for this next trip. If something's wrong, yeah. Let's go to the beach club and be like, hey, what's going on?
Well, that's funny now that we're talking about it. It reminds me of a trip that I went on with my good friend. We were traveling together and we were going to stay at Coronado. And I checked in like 2 days before she did. And then when she checked in, we were supposed to be staying near each other. Well, they ended up upgrading her to the tower over at the Coronado, over at that whatever it's called, the Grand Destino Tower. I was kind of like, how come she got an upgrade? And it was kind of weird. And the thing was, we were traveling together. So, in the hotel, I don't know if they had room, they didn't. But my point was, if we're traveling together, don't give my friend the upgrade, and then it's like, we couldn't stay at the same, we weren't at the same bus stop, so it kind of separated our families. But I mean, it was fine, but it was still like, I was a little bit, kind of like, well, how come? And she got like all kind of extra stuff. It was just weird. Like I'm all for an upgrade like that. But if a party's traveling together, I don't think they should give it to one and not the other. Then it kind of defeats the purpose of staying together in the same resort, So, but I didn't make a big stink about it, because what am I going to do? Say, I want an upgrade too, But
Or tell her, don't stay there. Don't leave me behind.
Jen's
No,
she's like,
do that.
she's like, sorry, hey, look what we got. We got an upgrade. And she showed me her phone, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a gorgeous room. So
We've been going so many years and we have never, ever gotten that upgrade. Never gotten that. Hey,
really?
just picked out of it. No, we've never been just picked out of it and said, hey, do you want this? Or we're going to move you here.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not aggravated. Huh?
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm delayed, I think, a little bit. Go ahead.
But I don't expect it. I really don't.
No.
I know what I'm paying for. I'm not looking to cheat the systems. I've had people that I've gone to Disney where they were like, I get one adult dining package and I'll buy 3 child packages because they don't ask for stuff, or like they didn't look for the ages or something like that. And I'm like, I'm not trying to game the system. I don't want to game Disney. I know it's expensive. I know what's all. I'm going to pay what I need to pay because they have to make money just like, everybody else. And if I'm gaming them, hopefully, if there's enough people like me, they don't have to raise the price on everything else because people are gaming them.
Right.
All right, guys. Wow, 2 hours and 23 minutes. I told my wife I'm going to stream for about a half hour, see if anybody comes on.
But you weren't lying to her. You were on for at least a half an hour. So
yeah. I feel like Chef right now. We're going to do that half hour, 4 hour stream.
Half hour stream?
Yeah, the half hour stream, but it's been 2 hours and 23 minutes. I appreciate everybody. What I was looking at, I saw up to 23 people watching.
That's awesome.
That's good for her.
Yeah, for a Sunday Easter.
Yes.
Out of the blue,
I've already eaten.
Let me turn. Well, yeah, I'm starving now, but I ate before. We ended up getting takeout, a platter. I ended up ordering 2 and fed my whole family. I brought some to my mother's, my sister.
Nice.
my brother, my wife's family.
Nice.
Yeah, there's still plenty of. But real quick, I want to give everybody a couple of seconds to shout out their channel, so I don't have to do it. So Angela, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to just say like what we have coming up or anything like that?
What you got coming up? When do you stream? I'm sure everybody sees it, but I like doing this. Shout out your own channel. Go ahead. No shameless plug here. That's fine.
Oh, This Is Our Dream. That's us. So
When you on? You stream on Saturdays at 11.
Saturdays, yes, Saturdays at 11. And keep your eye out for some new videos coming out with old footage. So
Awesome. Jim, I'm going by what I see on my screen here.
Thank you. More Sunshine, Please is my channel. I usually go live Tuesdays at 7:30 Eastern, but since I'm working at home, I'm approaching 1,000 subs. I am way behind on my hours though. So I think I'm gonna go live during the afternoons, just whenever I can, just to get my hours up there. But I went live a couple of afternoons at the end of last week, and it was actually a lot of fun. So I've got that going on, my Tuesday live streams. And I got a couple videos in the can ready to post whenever. And one of them's 360 camera. I took that walking around Animal Kingdom. So I'm looking forward to showing everybody that. Thanks, Carlos, for the invite.
No, thanks for saying yes and coming on. I've been, like I said, I've been watching you for a while now, and I enjoy what I watch. So, Angela knows and Tracy knows. I like to stream with people. I'm not, even though it was going all right for the first half hour by myself, I was starting to look around like, what am I going to start talking about? I want to get to know it. I want to meet everybody. And if I can't meet everybody in Florida, this is the closest thing I can come to it. So I appreciate you coming on. But yeah, Jim, how close are you to 1,000 without me going and check real quick?
I think I'm 50 away.
Ooh,
all right.
That's exciting.
No, if you haven't started Jim, I know I shared on his channel a little bit above in the chat. Go subscribe to Jim. I'll tell you, you won't regret it. Jim's great. Just the voice alone. I tried to say before, there's 3 guys with that voice. One is the Orlando guy, which he doesn't stream much, but he does. Rob Fudge and you have that.
Well, thank you very much. It's all special effects. I can't take credit for it myself.
That's his real voice, but I'll take it. So, Tracy, go ahead, and at the same time, get Kenzie in there too. Get her.
Oh, absolutely. As long as she doesn't have that migraine, she should be going on tomorrow at 4:30. That's Kenzie Days at Kenzie Days' channel in the Kenzie Days studio. If you noticed, there's a lot of Kenzie Days. So tomorrow at 4:30, if she's feeling up to it. The last couple of weeks, she's had a migraine on it. Then always pay attention for her because she'll pop on every once in a while. I've been trying to do 4 o'clock on Thursdays, right before Diz Our Dream and Myers and the Mouse goes on with this Dreaming with the Mouse. So I've been trying to do something small, real, an hour's worth. Last week I ended up interviewing some guy from used to be on a Mouse Chat podcast, Bob Angelo. He wasn't on the podcast anymore. I just out of the blue I contacted him and I thought we had a really good conversation. So if it's not with somebody else, it's with this person.
Hello. I just got back from a walk.
That's Kenzie Days, if nobody knows.
Give me your bud.
And that's her dad because he could have just put Mr. I keep giving him a hard time. When you want to tag somebody, it's not easy to type Mr. Kenzie Days, Or, Mr. Tracy Glenn. No, let's go and make it.
It may change soon, Carlos. It may change soon.
What are you changing it to? T-Money?
It might have to go to T-Money. That's
a lot easier to tag T-Money than Tracy, and then you got to find the apostrophe.
Yes.
And all this.
Yes.
I'm like, why isn't it lit up? Oh, I know why.
Don't worry about it. So Thursdays, there is conversation about doing something this Friday at 5.
Oh yes.
What?
Pizza.
This Friday at 5.
Yes,
we might be
pizza.
doing pizza.
Pizza family night.
Yes.
It's after Lent, so These
You
Are
guys can
Dreams
have
can
your-
have meat on their pizza.
They want their toppings.
And then I'm just hanging out the rest of the week. I'm always,
We've got a
as long as
premiere
I'm not
going on
working,
tomorrow.
I'm not doing anything.
We have a premiere tomorrow.
Oh, do you have a premiere? Oh, that's right. Oh, big. She's got a premiere tomorrow. Huh?
What?
I said Kenzie with that plug from the background. I was listening to. I'm like, come on, say it already.
Oh no,
The
no.
premiere.
She has got a. There is a premiere tomorrow, and
Very
I
big. Very big.
super big. This is going to be taking a huge amount of. A lot of people in the community are looking to be involved in this project that she's got a premiere.
I'm premiering tomorrow. Talking about it.
What
So-
you told me about the stream not too long ago.
Yes.
Awesome. I will be looking for that.
And
Great.
if it all comes out together, this is going to be something huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge.
So
Look, I think around 2:00 tomorrow is when the stream should be.
Okay.
premiere.
The premiere.
Awesome.
That's the same thing. Yeah.
Good job.
So that's what I got. Other than
All
promoting
right.
Kenzie Days, it's all about Kenzie.
What a
I
father's for.
appreciate you.
Me or you?
Just cleaning up my stuff around here.
All right, guys. I know there's a lot, and there's a lot of people in the community. I'm not one of those. I will share everybody out. So if you got a channel, type it in the chat. That's fine. It won't, you won't link up to it until we put it in, one of the mods, but put it out there. I believe Surfer Girl just said she has a channel as well. It's Surfer Girl 326. Go check her out. There's a lot of people that I follow that I enjoy watching that, I'll plug, every day, every stream. PTV, the Shed Family, all the guys from this and that. Dole Whip Dad, the Myers and the Mouse, VIP Project, especially VIP Project. I tell the story all the time. Their first stream back after being dormant for so long, they gave me a plug, and I am nobody. I'm that new guy.
You're
And before
somebody.
I-
You're
You
always
are.
going to be somebody.
Yes.
I was watching that stream, and all of a sudden, Ed stopped in midstream and says, because I was in the chat, and gave me a massive shout out, and I, I appreciate it. It's people like him and like us. We're here for everybody, and
Right.
You can't just think about ourselves because one, I'm not here to make money. If there's any money to be made, it ain't me doing this. So if I can help somebody like people have helped me, that's great. I'm a few away from 200. Like Jim's close to 1,000. That's the mark we all want to hit. The
Sure.
hours, of course. There's no.
Not
You
me.
don't hide the fact. I will never hide the fact. I want to get all excited like Arnie and Doug did when they got monetized.
Yes.
That was great. I had goosebumps for them. That was awesome. But who doesn't want to get there themselves eventually?
Right.
Not in a hurry. It's not a race. I'm not in a hurry.
Yes.
But we all want to get it. It is about numbers. But I'm not a sub for sub, so don't ask. I sub to who I like to watch. It's that simple.
Exactly.
Yes.
I have a
Best
list
way to
of
be.
probably. You go on. It's easy to see on my TV. You go on my channels and I see the 20 people I subscribe to, 25, whatever it is. And I watch what I can. I don't comment on every show, on every vlog and stream because you can only watch so much. You can only catch
True.
up so much.
Yep.
But I do what I can, and I appreciate the ones that do back to me. So there's that.
Yes.
Besides that, everybody knows I go live on Tuesdays. This week will be a snow globe stream. I have them all set up already in here. I took them
Nice.
down, cleaned them good. There's all 21 of them that's sitting in here, ready
Nice.
to be shown. And then next Saturday, I have no idea. Maybe a foodie stream if I can get everybody together. that I want to
Yes.
get together.
That's a great
But
idea.
again, I think we just did that today. So,
And there's still
Well-
1,000 more restaurants to talk about.
right,
So
there's a ton. And there's a lot more people I want to meet.
Yes.
Tracy's been a few times with me, but I've told Tracy off stream and on stream. It's nothing personal when I have somebody else on. I just want to meet everybody, just like Jim right now. I've messaged Dole with Dad, Jeff a million times to come on. I just want to say hi to everybody.
A million times.
being a mod for the Resort TV One, I was lucky to be on his mod stream last week. It was
Yes.
great seeing people I got to say hi to, you know. So
Mhm.
that's just my goal. When I'm done saying hi to everybody, then we'll do something like this, have 6, 7 people on, well, 6 people on, and
Yes.
have a party. There's still 15 people watching me just blur and just.
Yeah.
You guys are great. So everyone, happy Easter. Stay healthy.
Happy Easter.
Stay positive. That is the important thing. Stay
Yes.
positive.
Yes.
We will all get through this together. And I don't mean just Disney. We'll get to Disney. We will, I got my trip too. I'm hoping for that. But there's little things. Little things need to come first. I want to go bring my kids to my mother. I've seen my mother somehow. I've broken the law. But my kids want to see my mother and my in-laws and everything. So they're little things. I want to go out to a restaurant and sit down and tip a waitress. Let's start off with the little things and then we'll get to the big ones like going to Disney World.
Yes.
But the only way to do that is staying positive and wash your hands. Wash your hands, folks. Until the next time, everybody, and the 14's still here. I appreciate it. Everyone that was on with me today, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for making my day. Until the next time, see ya.
Things out, Dad.